Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second episode of our D&D adventure, The Shadow of the Throne. First of all, just want to say thank you guys so much for the support, the love, and everything else that you guys have been giving, both here on the stream and over on the YouTube channel. Can't thank you guys enough. It really means a lot. And we got some feedback. So, you know, we do this bi-weekly, so it does kind of get a bit hectic in terms of remembering everything that's going on. So, without further ado, our DM Juan will just take it away here and give you a nice recap.
Hello, my fellow adventurers, and welcome back to the tale of the Shadow of the Throne. Previously, our group of adventurers were hired out by the Hamlet keeper, Grendel, to find a missing adventurer that was meant to travel north towards the lands of Vexen to the Grand Tourney. Unfortunately, he never made it to the tavern, and thus our adventurers had headed out east towards the woods of Vexen to find the whereabouts of our poor, misshapen friend. They ran into some gobos, and now they are trying to get some information out of them.
He should totally be bigger than the rest of the character.
All right, guys. So,
I know, right?
Let us get started here, shall we?
By the way, Juan, I just
Hello.
want to say that was so fucking clean.
All right.
That was so
Everyone was
perfect.
happy with it.
Oh no, you swore. No, we didn't.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Fuck.
He's finally gone.
Armageddon!
It's okay, I can censor it in post.
Demonetize.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I didn't realize until you said it.
That's amazing.
All right. So, anyways, as we were saying, you guys have just finished off a group of goblins, and Havia, along with the help of Mila, have managed to pin one down and bind one up, and he's currently wrestling to get out of its restraints, but is obviously well bound. Just as a reminder, you guys were sent off by the tavern keeper Grendel to find a missing person of import, a nobleman of some kind, and you're trying to get information, I guess, out of the goblins. So you guys, last time as well, Zaryax had begun to set up camp as you guys, I guess, approach the goblin for information. So, and the goblin is currently just shaking, saying, "Get me out of this! Get me out of this!"
What should we do with the little guy, guys? I don't really like him. I don't really like having him around. We
I
need
don't
to
like
find this
him
information.
either.
I have a suggestion. He can either tell us what we need to know, or I can have Boulder here crush his stones.
Okay. Ooh, that sounds pretty rough. Okay. Are you going to try? Are you intimidating the goblin directly? Are you telling him that?
So I'm intimidating him, alright.
All right. So how
But
about,
with me, so he should get a bonus because me.
yeah. How about you and Boulder and Steak
Boulder
try to
just
roll a
starts flexing.
d20
Okay.
for intimidation. So I'll take the highest one of the two of you.
Come on, 20. Come on, 20. Oh, no.
Alright, maybe
roll
I'll
a
have more
9.
luck.
9.
Okay, here
Well,
we go.
it's 12 for you, Boulder, plus 3, so that's pretty sick.
Oh, actually, yeah, 12. 12's not bad, actually.
9 as well.
I'll take the
9
12.
as well. And
What's
for
my
you-
intimidation stage?
Whoa,
Yeah.
Steak is 13 because he's plus 4.
Ooh,
Okay,
take 13.
So Steak, you absolutely, you sort of like, I guess you gesture with your hands like crushing of nuts, and the goblin's like,
No, please, no. I will tell you what you want. I will tell you. Okay, just don't crush my little ones. I will be able to help you. I can help you. Would you like that?
That's a bit
Alright, listen.
overkill, don't you guys think?
Listen up, goblin.
Sometimes you just have to get straight to the point. Oh.
Fair
We're
enough.
looking for a man of high esteem, someone with
Slightly
a lot of money.
concerned.
Did...
I just
Hey,
got disconnect with
hey,
server.
yeah, Rich, you just got disconnected.
Oof.
oh, weird.
But
Okay,
yeah.
Oh, that's not
that's
good.
weird. let's just get you back in
Let
here.
me just
Technical difficulties.
Technical
Elevator music.
well, this is,
elevator music.
one.
Yes.
They were rummaging through a chest and were mentioning a knight earlier, right?
That is correct. So, Boulder and Mila, just to refresh your memories, you guys, when you were coming up close behind the grassy knoll, you saw them, obviously, and the group did too as well, fighting over a bag. Okay, so there is a bag item in the vicinity. As well, Mila and Boulder, you two specifically, you heard them fight and mention this was taken from the knight, or perhaps someone of importance. So perhaps it is the same person.
Okay.
So do as you will with that information. Currently, he is open for conversation. And I totally forgot. Everyone, please roll a d20. I kind of jumped into this willy-nilly. So everyone, roll a d20 so we can tell who's going to go first in action.
By the way, are we doing just regular 20s for initiative,
Just
or are we
flat
adding
20s.
Yeah, okay.
No, for this kind of sort of, this is for
18.
our order.
Oh, fuck.
This is for our
18
order's
plus-
sake.
I only got 7.
Okay, so is that
18
everyone? That is
plus
everyone.
1.
Okay, well, no. This is not
No
initiative.
initiative.
This is just sort of for our order. But okay, so
Okay,
golden
yeah.
tags. So the order will be essentially golden tags, and then Broads, and then Apex, then Chris, and then Boim. Okay, so Havia.
Okay.
Like I told you, the goblin is open for conversation. There's a bag in the vicinity, and there's a bunch of goblin corpses all around you guys. So, what are you going to do?
I'm going to question the goblin. I'm going to ask him, where did you get this bag from, and who did it belong to originally? And if he does not answer me, I will have Boulder crush some balls.
All right, he's already quite clear on the ball crush, and so he looks at you all wide-eyed, his ears sort of perked up, and very, very tense. His body, his shoulders are sort of like creeping up to almost his jawline, just because of the fright. And he's
I will tell you. Okay, look, we took this from Nightman, who was very hurt. He took arrows from us to the back, and he took bag. He went west. He went to down the woods,
and he points towards in the direction where Zaryax is, down that direction, around sort of the river bend that you guys had crossed over. So around where this light is being moved to. Here. Understood? Everyone got that?
Hey.
Okay. Is there something else? I'm going to allow you one question here. Is there anything else you're going to ask or do?
Is there anyone else in the vicinity? Any more of your friends?
No, there isn't.
And he clenches his teeth
you
with a big
sure?
old smile. he smiles like.
I see that smile as sort of.
All right. Are you believing him, or are you calling?
I'm gonna call his bluff.
Okay. So how about you roll an insight check?
Okay.
Nine. You take it as sort of just nerves. So it's just nerves. So he's sort of like,
just no one else.
Okay.
I still refuse to believe it, but okay.
All right. All right. So okay. No information granted there. Broads. Boulder, what you going to do?
I mean, this little dude's kind of freaking me out a little bit. So, I'm thinking I just pop his head off like a melon if the rest of you is done with him.
Maybe not.
No, please, no, not my beautiful face and hair.
Can I
Just have my one head and the entire his head.
You wanted to keep his head? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just holding on to the top of his head.
He
Before
can feel the pressure building. And
Okay,
he's
Chris,
squirming. He's very upset.
Before he does that, can I like put my hand on his shoulder and just go, here, let me try something. And I'm just gonna look him dead in the eyes and just say, what are you hiding from us?
He has sort of like his red, sort of this orangey eyes, like look back at your dragonborn dark eyes, and he's very much sort of like, with a big old clenched teeth. He's like, nothing.
I'm
Nothing.
gonna grab an arrow out of the back of my pocket and stab it into his foot.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay.
I wanted to do that.
Oh, okay.
Boulder,
so,
Boulder, you can pop his head later. Get the information now. Kill him. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well, he's gonna. I'm not gonna call it right now. So he's gonna take absolutely like 2 points of damage.
I was
that?
actually worried that you were gonna make me roll for it and I was gonna kill him, but sure, I'll take that. That's much better.
So 2 points of damage, and he is bleeding through the foot, and his foot is sort of like shaking spastically because of the pain. He's like,
can I cut in?
yes, you can.
All right, I'm gonna kind of push you guys back for a second. I'm like, wait, okay.
What?
This guy might be of more use to us alive than dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
let's
thinking
use-
that
let's use-
myself.
Yes.
Like, why don't we make him Boulder's pet?
Why do you think
I
put
do
the
not
arrow
want this
in his
thing in our
foot?
party.
Hang on. What is Mila's point?
I think we can use him as a hostage and possibly gain the advantage if we find any other goblins.
If we ransom him,
Around here.
Even better, I can be your friend.
Yeah, you can be Boulder's pet.
No.
I'm
I-
gonna
Yeah, come on, Boulder.
I'd
You want a
much
pet,
rather
right?
be pet than dead.
I'm gonna look to Mila and I'm just gonna nod in agreement and I'm just gonna rip the arrow back out
Ah!
and then just walk back to the campfire.
Okay.
Hey,
but
you
he's
want
gonna
to
take
want
one
to be
more point of
Boulder's little
damage
buddy?
because he's now bleeding a little bit through the foot.
Here, I'm gonna look through my.
drain on our resources.
Hopefully, I can find some like scraps to maybe bandage up the wound. A
Okay.
little.
All right. Let's say that you do find sort of like some cloth that's usable for mending him a little bit on his foot, and I want you to roll a medicine check for me if that's the case.
Okay.
Are we seriously healing him?
It's
Yeah,
gonna
and
be a
then
pet.
while I'm doing this, I'm like, oh crap. Okay. Like,
Gonna hunt
you're
chickens
safe
for
for
you.
now, but if you
That's-
cross
Ooh,
this
look at
That's
that.
very good. All right.
and I have medicine +1, so
15. How about you roll a 1d4?
alright, so while I'm doing this, I'm like, I'm being nice to you now. But if you cross us even in the slightest, I won't hesitate, okay?
I promise you'll be very nice. Very nice woman.
What's your name?
You're a girl? You're a girl?
I kind of look over to,
I'm
Boulder.
surprised you didn't know that.
It's okay, Boulder. I didn't
mean-
either.
Goliaths in my culture look more masculine than men do sometimes, so it's okay.
Oh god.
Hey, Boulder.
What?
You ever have snoo?
Oh,
Wait, what?
I don't know what weird things you do all the time, but I do not partake in the snoo.
That's
It's whatever
okay.
that is.
Honestly,
That's
I
okay. If we get
agree
to
with
another
Boulder.
town, I'll show you what it's all about.
oh.
Morbid curiosity.
Boulder
Scaly.
just kind of
Anyways.
Boulder gets
hitting
kind of
on.
creeped out and goes over here.
Havia just kind of looks over at Zaryax and is like, "I'm morbidly curious.
Oh no.
Just like, what are
Of
you
course he
doing?"
is.
And I'm just gonna go back to actually. You know where I am? I'm on this tree. This tree
Okay.
over here.
So this
I'm in
goblin
the
have a
ground
name
now.
or what?
I'm in the
All
ground.
right. So before we move on too much, but yes, the goblin's name. You can call him. His name is
Gretchy.
Come again?
Queef?
Scratchy.
Oh,
Stretchy.
okay, gotcha.
What's his name? Stretchy?
No, Scratchy.
Scratchy.
Alright.
Yes.
All right. So you guys, are you okay? So
Now we friends. Yes. Thank you. Hear me?
Yes.
Can you please get me out of these ropes?
For the time being, no. Not
Oh,
until we can trust you.
okay. Well, okay.
all right. So just so you guys are aware now, this is now very much the end of the day. The sun is going down. You can hear that a lot of the birds that once were in the air and chirping and flapping have died down, and the fog is beginning to roll thick in this sort of river basin of the woods. And you guys had already previously marched like almost like a couple of days, so you guys are in definite need for rest. You guys are quite fatigued and quite hungry from your journey. So I think that this is an appropriate time for you guys to perhaps consider taking a rest.
I'm all for.
Okay.
So one's gonna have to stay up and watch the.
While everyone was like talking to me
I'll
and
take
stuff,
first watch.
and I went back over to this tree, I was just cooking some food and eating one of my rations for the night.
Okay.
If you remember, I don't sleep, so I'm
I'm
gonna.
Right, this
I'm
whole
gonna
thing.
watch the goblin.
Like, no.
Dude,
gonna
you
watch
haven't
him
slept
because-
in like 3-4 days.
It's okay, Steak. You take this one off. I'll do the watch of the goblin tonight.
Oh, mate.
All right.
We'll take shifts.
Alright, sounds good.
All right, just for
Can I tie up the goblin to a tree or something?
sure.
Like, just to
pick,
make
pick
sure
the
he
tree.
doesn't move. Just this one near
No, my
Zaryax.
tree.
Sorry,
Tree.
no. Okay, then this one over here.
Okay, so this guy stays here.
Havia just kind of sits down next to the fire Zaryax has made and just kind of stares blankly into.
Okay.
I'm just
Um,
leaning
so
against the tree.
just
So
to be
something-
100%, just to be 100% sure. So, Boulder, you're the one staying up, and everyone else is sleeping.
Yeah.
Havia's kind of like half.
Half asleep. Okay, so well, you guys, I guess, are setting up the camp. You're rolling out your bedrolls. Fire's crackling. You guys are having your rations. Everyone, check in your. Well, it's okay. I'll do this for you, but I'm deducting 2 rations out of everyone because technically it was 2 days.
because of the 2
Gotta
days
pay.
one before.
Clear here. So you guys are gonna go down.
I
to-
already removed my 2.
I did
Okay.
too.
Oh, you did, Mila?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Also,
down to
I'm
9.
gonna be sleeping over at this tree over here with
Okay.
my like possessions in my chest, like bundling them all up.
Okay.
Actually, Havia's going to remain awake as well.
All right.
Do you need to sleep, princess?
No, it's okay, Havia. I got the watch. I will watch the goblin. Nobody worry about the goblin.
Thanks for your concern, Boulder, but I need to think on some things.
Nobody worry about the goblin.
Oh gosh.
Boulder,
Okay.
don't
After he
kill
said
it.
that, I'm like, okay, you know what? Ugh, I'm gonna stay up too.
Oh
Don't
my
trust Boulder.
Next thing you know, in the morning, he's decapitated.
I shrug my shoulders. I,
pick
don't
up
really
all
give
my
a
stuff,
damn, and I just kind of go
moved
back
it
to
over
bed.
here near the goblin.
So you sit
Also,
down
I
next to the
can't see
goblin,
Okay, there we go.
and what is Zaryax doing?
I kind of just hear all this commotion, and then after saying "don't kill it," I just kind of shrug my shoulders to his reaction, and I just go back to bed.
Okay. So you go back to bed. And right.
Yeah, literally,
And,
they're all discussing, and I'm already passed out. Like, I don't even care. I'm just asleep.
Okay. Good. And so Havia, you are currently at
Half awake, half asleep. I mean,
Half
he's staring into the fire with a strange look in his eye.
okay. So Havia, you're looking quite concerned there, right?
Yeah,
Is-
something's bothering him.
Okay, something's bothering. Okay. And Steak, are you falling asleep?
Yeah.
You're knocked out. You're like the old man of the group going to bed early.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're flat out. You're laying down your head on your cot, and you're done. You're done for the night.
Yeah.
What's going on over there between Boulder and Mila with the gobbo? The gobbo is tied to the tree, sort of like banging its head against the back, going.
Whenever he does that, I just say, "Stop it."
I start
I'm not
pushing his
comfortable.
head into the tree.
You're helping.
Boulder, you stop it.
Actually, you know what? Wait, before everyone goes to bed, or before I go to bed, can I go over and check the contents of the bag?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we never did that.
Yeah. You guys kind of left all the goblin corpses out in the open too.
Yeah, they're fine.
Boulder doesn't need
Okay.
material items.
I'm assuming. Should
So-
I? Roll?
No. You go up to the bag, and when you open it, you find a few things. You find a tournament invitation to Strongwater,
Tournament invitation.
and you yourself, Havia, being a nobleman by birth,
Yes, I recognize it.
you recognize the name, and so Strongwater is a town north of the of Grendel's tavern, Grendel's hamlet, that is of great importance to the kingdom of Vexen. You
That
also
doesn't-
find, pardon me.
That doesn't make much sense, though. If he was supposed to be heading north of the tavern, why would he head south towards LaRue? Because we're right above the LaRue border, aren't we?
he comes LaRue, and he goes north from LaRue to Vexen. So he goes up north. So he is going
Okay.
to Strongwater. And on top of that, you also do find a holy symbol. It is a symbol that is very familiar to those of LaRue. You also find a 3 health potions.
Ah,
Okay, so you find 3 minor healing potions that you can keep in your inventory. So I'm gonna add
Actually,
that to your inventory.
before you do any of that,
Mhm.
wait a minute. Does Boulder regain his health from sleep?
Everyone who sleeps regains their full rest.
Okay, so if he's not sleeping, then I'm gonna go over to Boulder and give him
I
one of
think
the
even if you're keeping watch, I think if somebody else shifts in, you don't get
okay.
fatigued or anything. I don't
So
think.
who's
like
shifting?
like usually what you do is 2 to 3 people through the night, and then they roll
I'm
perception.
not
or something like
shifting.
that, so.
I'm watching this goblin.
Is there anything else in the bag, or is that
Yeah, I
it?
mean, if he
Boulder,
wants
I can
to,
take
he's
second
just gonna have to
watch.
deal with exhaustion, which I'm totally fine to see how that goes.
Boulder doesn't get exhausted.
Okay.
He just gets more drunk.
Okay. So that's all you find there, Havia. So 3 healing potions, and invitation to the tourney, and a
holy symbol.
holy symbol. So
Just a holy symbol. It is
holy symbol.
nondescript holy symbol.
yeah,
they wanted
it's-
to
it's-
avoid copyright.
Exactly. Yeah. It's kind of, honestly sort of like a knick-knack. It's nothing of great importance necessarily.
Like a knick-knack paddywhack?
Knick-knack,
Probably-
paddywhack. Yeah.
Probably worth
Give
a
a
pretty
dragon a
penny
bone.
somewhere.
Yeah. So you can perhaps keep it up somewhere. And then finally, your 3 healing potions. So are you going to share those with Boulder, or are you going to give them to yourself?
If Boulder is healing just from rest, I mean, if I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but
give
he's
one.
not
I'm
gonna
staying
sleep,
up.
right?
I'm
Yeah,
staying up all night.
Okay, if that's the case, I'm gonna give him one of the potions for him to, because he took 3 damage, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
he
he's at 11 out of 14, so he's doing all. He's actually got more health than some of us.
I'll
take
give
the
it to
juicy
him.
red potion if you're offering it, though, mate.
Yeah, I'll take it. Or no, I'll give it to him. One of the potions.
Okay, I'll transfer
Flex,
that one
mate.
over. And let's see here. So let me just add that potion over.
Was there anyone else that was hurt?
I'll just chug it right away.
No, I don't believe so. Hey, Zaryax was a sniper, and everyone has essentially avoided damage. Hopefully.
All right.
That's pretty sick. So good job, guys. You guys are getting there.
Usually how the tank goes.
Yeah. Let's see here. Healing potion. There we go. So just so that you guys are aware, a healing potion is a character who drinks the magical red fluid of this vial regains 2d4 plus 2 hit points. Okay, and drinking or administering a potion takes an action, so it's like basically like a turn.
Okay, I'm gonna save that.
Okay, and I'm gonna deduct one from the inventory of Havia. Okay, and so all right, so Mila, Havia, are you done? Are you gonna go to bed now, or are you?
Yeah, as I said, he's kind of just staring into the fire blankly.
All right,
and he's slowly dozing.
Okay, so you're kind of just nodding down and slowly relaxing.
Does look bothered though.
All right, and Mila, are you going to be doing anything right now besides trying to not get this poor thing killed?
Just reading a book.
Just reading a book.
Food.
Okay. And just so you know, okay, so you're going to be reading a book. You're reading from the book, The Wild Things of Vexen, the book that I was given to you by the librarian.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that book, as you're reading it for the night, before you go to rest, I guess, you learn 3 things. Okay? You learn what the Tavern Keep had told Havia previously, which was that that Vexen's woods are full of gobos, and that there's different tribes, and that all the tribes follow a shaman or a sort of like priest gobbo of some kind that is that basically is the leader, and all gobbos listen to their leader as if they were a god. The second thing you learn is, of course, that there are a variety of woodland creatures such as grass runners, wolves, bears, hawks, eagles, etc. Natural predators that don't normally hunt humans of any kind, but are still dangerous and are to be looked out for. In particular, there is an expansion underneath the section of wolves, which include lycanthropes and other kinds of sort of were creatures. And they mention, that these are common in the land of Vexen, and that these are susceptible to magic and silver, but are not are basically immune or very resistant against physical attacks by normal weapon, among other details of the woods, such as mushrooms and trees and other kinds of important herbs that can be used for healing purposes.
Okay. So susceptible to magic and silver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
While you're reading the wolf part, can I peek over your shoulder and be like, "What you reading?"
Can Boulder read?
I just saw a picture of what looked like a wolf, and I love wolves.
Yeah, it was a big snarling wolf.
And I show it to Boulder like a picture book. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here in
Why do you insult his intelligence?
I'm not very literate, to be honest, Mila. I mean, do you mind telling me what it says about the fluffy guys?
Sure, I can read it for you.
Okay, thanks.
I'll be
I
right back.
read the passage about the wolves to Boulder.
Cool.
All right, tell us what does it say?
Hmm?
do you
Tell us
do you
some wolf
remember
facts.
word for word what it
Mila?
said?
Go ahead.
I've got some things jotted down, but
Yeah, I'm listening as well at this point.
Bunch of-
Tell us what the crack is.
lycanthropes and other were creatures. They're susceptible to magic and silver, but they're pretty resistant or immune to physical damage, so can't really punch them.
And there's just if we were playing a game, there would just be a plus 50 for friendship to Boulder right there.
Oh.
And now Boulder is just beside himself that you read it to him. He's so happy.
And anytime you want me to read someone,
Thanks, man. Nobody ever took the time to read to me. It means so much. Thanks, man. Thanks.
no problem.
All right, I'm back.
So perhaps in that sort of conversation, Mila, you can garner for a little bit of yourself that, maybe it's not bad to crawl out of your shell.
Okay.
And as sort of you guys are sort of talking to each other about wolves, the gobble is just like...
Just sick of it.
And on the other side, you just hear...
the dragon...
Meanwhile, I'm sitting in the middle and I'm looking in between the two, like...
Just can't sleep because there's so much.
all the sound. All right. So, just to conclude, those that are going to rest are going to rest.
Sorry,
Oh.
can I do one more thing?
Of course you can. I thought you were going to sleep. Yes.
No, I just thought of it now, actually. It'll be the perfect time to do this. So while everyone's actually, like, asleep and stuff like that, or, like, everyone's just now settling down, starting to fall asleep, but you can still hear me kind of just going... No! And I kind of like half wake up, but I notice that not everyone's asleep, and I just kind of turn over and just pretend like I didn't wake up, and just go back to bed.
Jeez, okay.
Tortured
Alright.
soul.
Dark
That
soul
was
over
disgusting.
there.
Jeez.
Creepy. Alright, well, we'll have to find out what happens.
Or dragon.
I love it how the creepy music started playing when that happened.
Alright, so...
Perfect.
Steak is asleep. Havia, I'm going to assume that has dozed off already.
Yeah.
Zaryax, you're asleep back again. And Mila, have you fallen asleep as well?
Probably.
Boulder does not care about the elf or the goblin anymore, by the way.
Okay, so Boulder finally just fell asleep with a smile on his face, dreaming about
Yeah. It was like his thumb in his mouth, like a baby, and he just fell asleep.
I read him a bedtime story and he fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect. That's awesome. Alright, so basically everyone fell asleep then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
A little detail for Mila.
Mhm.
So Mila, as you sort of start to doze off and you're holding onto your grimoires, you begin to have a little bit of a twitch in your chest, and your sleep isn't as peaceful as the rest of the group. You hear subtle whispers coming from the further east of the woods, along the far side. Things calling out to you, and you visualize one great red eye for the party. And this eye is a very peculiar looking eye because it is a red disc, okay? And the pupil of it is a slightly lighter red. And it's not looking at anyone, but rather centered on the fire. And as you gaze up to look at it, it snaps towards you. And without saying a word, in the back of your mind, you hear it say, or communicate to you, find.
Oh no, it's Sauron.
Mine?
Find me.
It's Sauron.
And that's
Okay.
and that's your dream.
It's literally Sauron.
Alright. And so
Sorry, just like an eye in the darkness, like cool.
in the dark sky, you see a red eye looking down and then snap at you and say, find me.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Okay. Okay. So that is the night, and the sun comes over the canopy of the woods. You clearly seem to have slept perhaps a little bit beyond the break of dawn. So that's fine. At least it now lights your way. And the fire had already gone out in the middle of the night.
Can I be the first one that woke up?
Yeah, actually, out of the entire group, you're the first one to wake up, and you wake up to a rock hitting your head.
Ooh.
Nice. Awesome.
Wow.
But it's not
I guess
like
the goblin
it's not
got
like
away.
very aggressive. It's sort of like a slight
Like a pine
Throw?
cone, basically.
a pine cone being
Yeah.
thrown,
So just...
and
What the fuck?
and then from sort of the western direction of the woods, where my black hand is, you hear a voice saying, "Over here, over here."
Before I get up, I just kind of look around. I just go...
Yes.
I just say under my breath, I'm like, wasn't someone supposed to be under watch? What the fuck? Whatever.
Listen, man, come
I'll
on.
deal with
Oh,
it
you
later.
swore.
And I just get up and walk over here.
And so as you sort of approach
Character disappears.
the figure,
Oh,
oh,
there
you
we
can't
go.
see it? Oh no!
Now he keeps... Yeah, and now I'm upside down. I just keep clipping. There we go.
Okay. So as
Wait,
sort of your
damn question.
wandering-
Fuck, what's his name again? Peter.
Peter.
Got it. Okay. Yep,
So
continue.
as you sort of walk, sort of half awake, you see a rather tall and slender man. You think so, standing at the edge of the wood line, and you vaguely recognize him as an acquaintance of yours from your previous days. And he steps forward and says,
Ah, yes. Well, hello. Very nice to see you over here, Zaryax. It's been too long.
I'd like to say I could feel the same way, but frankly, our business decisions together don't seem to always go greatly.
Indeed, you always seem to be putting red tape on my business, but yet, even worth me.
Oh no, Juan, you cut out there.
Yeah, Juan, you're cutting out a bunch.
No.
That's because my neighbor's motorcycle is going off in the background. And my
Yes.
bloody microphone can't tell the difference between a human voice and a bloody bike behind it.
I wouldn't consider the voice you're doing currently human, but that's okay.
Oh, yes. But yes, as I was saying, that you've been worth more than the red tape has cost me.
Well, I'm glad we can agree upon that.
Yes, indeed.
Do
and
you
so
have some information to share with me? Or are you simply
I-
here to try and barter a request again?
I have a few things to tell you, but I want to gather a little bit of a trade here.
Of
I'll give you
course.
some. I'll give you a whisper if you give me a favor.
What might that be?
Well, let's just say that anything you find of great value here would be of great use for my enterprise.
And are you gonna be more specific with that? Because
I think
I
you're
got a
not-
bag full of gold here. That's
Oh, my
pretty
dear.
much one of the most important things here.
Oh, my dear scaly friend, this is worth way more. Just go.
And so he just simply touches his mustache, his long mustache, and furrows
So
it
you
a
know
little
you
bit
can
as he
trust
says
him.
that. And his long eyebrows sort of wiggle in the wind as he sort of like raises his eyebrows. And then he says,
You'll know when you'll find it, but I have a few whispers for you.
and he tells you,
Off to the far end of the river, there's a swamp that contains a group of gobbles that's guarding a rather important deposit of, let's say, silver. I want you to help your party casually find this and perhaps accrue some of the resources there. And among them, you'll find what. In turn, you can keep whatever else you find.
Consider it done.
Very well. Might I tell you also that I've started a new business? It's quite good.
What might that be?
I started to sell pussy. It's really good.
I hear this. I hear this.
You won't
The,
believe what fresh cat meat sells for in Albi.
It's so
you just-
good.
You see Havia just shoot up for a second, like
No, you don't. You
Yeah,
don't.
that's
Get
a
back
lot
down.
of
You don't
time.
know any of this is going on.
He can smell it, I guess. I don't know.
Havia is quite the lady killer.
Well, I do fancy me some pussy.
Oh yeah.
This is so getting demonetized.
Would you like? And he pulls from behind him, like wrapped in like one of those like butcher meats bag. He's like, here, have some of it. The cat didn't meow. It's the freshly cut this morning.
Why, thank you. I appreciate it.
No worries. And so he gives you one piece of cat meat.
Oh no!
Hey Juan, you want to quickly check my where would I put this? Where would I fucking put
That's
this?
Christ.
Equipment?
Under equipment and I guess other possessions.
Other possessions. Okay, I need you to read this. If I could, it won't let me type in it. Oh no, this isn't good. No,
Oh.
I must do it. Let me do it, damn it. There we go. Okay.
Why?
Let's see, I need to refresh it. Let's see. What did you put in? Because I'm viewing, and it doesn't update real time, so let's see.
Oh, that's sad.
Pussy meat times 1.
Just stop.
The amount of censoring if I needed to. Oh,
What are you talking about? Pussycats, man.
Mhm.
Anyways, so as sort of like you make the deal and it's signed in pussy, I guess.
Yep.
He sort of like grabs the hem of his cloak and sort of like whips it around himself and says, "My job here is done. Now do yours," and disappears into the.
Awesome. Now, DM question.
Yes.
He said the direction, but I actually don't know.
Yeah. So basically. Again, the DM side, which is the side of the table that you guys can't see where I hide all my stuff.
Right.
Let's call that in this map, that is west.
That's west. Okay. So.
Pointing east, which is also the direction that the goblin was pointing to. Over.
Okay. So never eat Santa's wieners. Got it.
Okay.
Thought it was never eat seaweed.
All right. And
never
at this
eat
point,
waffles.
as Beater Palish disappears into the fog, the rest of the party, I guess, can start waking up.
Yeah, I just
Doing
turn
their
around
morning
and go
routine.
back to them. Or I try and stealthily go back so they don't notice I was gone.
Okay.
Are we still going from the same order as last time?
Yes.
Okay.
So Havia, I guess in this situation, you have first action. What are you going to do as people are waking up here?
I'm going to. I guess. Didn't the Gobbo say that there was something to the east?
To the east, where my black hand is. Here, you see it?
Yeah, because I thought it was the other way.
Sorry, yeah. So this is to the east, to the west. He said that this is the direction where
the man
the
ran
nobleman
in.
went. Yeah. Mhm.
I'm gonna go and just while everybody else is waking up, I'm just gonna take a peek around the corner. And
Sure.
probably go right about.
Yes.
Can I roll perception from here?
Sure you can.
Sorry, was that
Okay.
Was that yes for me, Juan? Yes. Okay. Yes, it was.
So yeah. So you take a peek over there, and you're gonna roll. Yeah.
Yep. Oh god,
Ooh, that's
okay.
a good one.
more. That's 2 plus 2, so
Okay. So you just sort of see.
I'm
some...
still waking up. I'm so groggy. I'm just
Yeah.
wiping my eyes. I'm just trying to get my.
You've got Mr. Sandman sand on your eyes, and you're like, oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, you don't really see nothing out of the ordinary. Maybe you went into the bush. I don't know. You're taking a leak. Your morning leak.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
taking the leak.
Next in line would be Bro. So Boulder. Boulder?
Boulder, broad shoulder.
Oh,
Boulder,
he
bro-
is
Oh, why is he-
muted.
Oh, sorry,
there you
there he
sorry.
goes.
Sorry,
Muted.
But he's just kind of groggy, waking up. He still has like a little bit of his cask left, so he's probably just gonna turn over and start drinking that.
Oh, my.
And then
Is
he
this
pulls one of
character
the cooked chicken legs out and starts eating it. And he's
Yum.
just having a little breakfast and ale. So
All
he's
right, all right. That I'll say that definitely fills your HP right back up to where it was.
just perfect.
100%. So let's add 3 there to the health in total.
He should have like the well-fed debuff from
A
Terraria.
well-fed bonus. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you because of that. I'm gonna give you +2 of temporary health.
Ooh.
So new temp. There you go.
So if we
And
eat
is
extra...
the little goblin awake?
That little goblin is still asleep.
Can I just like kick him in the head?
concussive damage, you're just gonna knock him
No,
out.
I'm just like waking him up.
It's like a little
Okay.
push, right? Like a foot push.
Yeah, like a
Like
foot
how-
push
how
to the
you-
head.
How you lightly hugged the chicken the other.
Exactly.
And like complete, and you just
Oh my-
squished it until it.
Exactly.
There
So
we
should
go.
I just roll to see if I kick his head off, or?
Yeah. Let's do a strength check. Why not? Let's do a roll. D20.
By the way, you have a DM request. Can you somehow work prawn cocktail crisps into this story for steak?
What the hell?
Okay, somehow we'll figure that out. But unfortunately, Boulder rolled a 1. So-
Oh, do I kill him or do I not kill him with a 1?
No, you
Because if I rolled higher, should I have done more damage to him?
I think that if you rolled high, you would have hit him,
Mhm.
and then I would have told you to roll it 1d4. But
Mhm.
you're actually going to slam your foot against a root,
Mm.
and that's gonna cause you to take 1d4.
What?
Yeah, that's really hard. I mean, he doesn't know his own strength. It's Boulder.
Oh man, well let's see how this goes.
Maybe you should have eaten after this.
Oh.
Daggers.
Well, good thing
Okay.
he gave me the little bonus of health. So
Now
I
you
only
have.
took 1.
Now
So
you're.
you only took 1 damage. Well, there goes the bonus, guys.
He needed it. He really, really needed.
Well done, everyone.
Damn it! Oh,
Definitely. Oh, you catch like your toenails tip on like the root,
Oh.
and it just flips up, but it's not
Oh.
off. It's just flappy there.
Oh no!
So you kind of
that's brutal.
to avoid it from like being
I
worse.
just ripped the nail off.
You rip it right off. He's like,
You
"Ah!"
just ripped your whole nail off. It's absolutely brutal.
I just
Yeah.
ripped my entire big toenail.
And it's a big one too, because you're a Goliath, right? So
Oh yeah.
size 12, 13, 14 shoes or whatever.
I'm like I scream when I rip, but then I kind of just start like laughing.
What a psychopath.
Yeah, you gotta take
Does that not make everyone else up at once? Like, what the hell?
Yeah. All right. Well, that definitely. So your scream does wake up the gobbo, and he's like,
Oh my goodness, what happened to you, oh man?
I just here you go, little guy. I flick the toenail at him.
"Oh."
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, it actually sort of like hits his nose, and a little bit of your blood is on it, and he's like,
Oh no! All right,
he's like-
I'm gonna kill this thing if someone doesn't stop me. This is so creepy.
I am just a goblin. What do you expect? I like meat.
Mila, you better hold me back. I'm gonna freaking kill this thing.
"What are you gonna do?"
Am I waking up now?
Yeah, you're definitely waking up from the screaming.
Alright.
Everyone woke up from the screaming.
First of all, I count my possessions, and
Oh,
then I start getting ready for the day. And I'm like,
Okay.
Boulder, is it
Mila.
too early?
it's too early.
Way too early for this.
All right, I get it. You haven't drank yet. You haven't. Here, I think I got like a drop left in my cask. You want it?
I'm good, Boulder. I'm good.
No.
Don't forget to use it as your backpack, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the empty barrel is now a backpack.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So that covers at least 3 of you guys. So
All
Mila,
right.
now that you've definitely woken up, what are you going to do as well?
I'm gonna. Is everybody else awake already?
Steak as well has woken up from.
Okay,
from
then
the,
I'm gonna untie the goblin and then just kind of have him tied at the wrists and like on a leash kind of thing.
Okay, are
Like
you holding the
Gollum.
leash?
Like a dog.
Well, like rope
Make it
on
like
the hand,
Gollum.
and then I'm just
Yeah.
holding it from a rope.
Okay, you're holding it. Okay, so he sort of like gets, he sort of stands up and he's like,
Thank you. Very nice of you.
He's gonna get attached.
I am already very attached. You're the nicest
Well,
one here.
Thank you,
Alright.
friend.
Attached to a leech.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I haven't said anything to anyone. I just kind of snuck back to the group as they all woke up. I'm gonna walk up to him, push him back with my foot, and then I'm gonna say, I got word of where we need to go. I'm gonna go scouting. I'll see you guys in a bit.
so he kind of like doesn't like that act.
And then,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go stealth, and I'm gonna go... East is over here where my hand is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go stealth specifically. Is this my character? Yeah, it is. And I'm just
As
gonna...
you're doing that, I'm just face palming like,
What is Steak doing? Steak, what are you doing?
I'm gonna survive this.
by the way, Juan,
Yeah,
my
right.
character has disappeared, just so you know.
So is mine.
Oh, now it's
no,
back.
you're-
There we go.
yeah, they keep,
Oh,
they keep
Boulder.
disappearing.
I want to
Oh,
make
here you
sure
go.
that the area is surveyed.
You want to make sure the area is surveyed?
Yeah, because like, yeah, we need to make sure there's nothing that we've left around or anything dodgy.
All right. Hey, Zaryax,
Yes.
you made it clear to the group that you were scouting, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Steak, you know that Zaryax is scouting, so you could tag on with him, or are you going to do your thing?
Suppose, yeah, because can't trust that lizard.
Is
so-
it possible for me to have already stealthed away before he was able to follow me?
Well, yeah, you could say that perhaps he didn't see you,
I
but
can
he
roll
knows
for
that you're
some-
around.
I can roll if I need to.
Yeah, maybe just roll, just roll a...
Yeah,
well,
but
you're
then
already
nobody's
stealth.
gonna know that you already are.
No.
scouting.
Basically, what happened was I walked up to the piece of shit goblin, and I kicked him because he was all happy, and I wasn't okay with that shit.
Remember this whole thing where we weren't supposed to swear? Remember that?
Yeah, I know, right? I remember
That's
that.
gone out the window.
Just
by
sworn more than anyone in this video.
And then, guys, I told you before this campaign started that I'm gonna be an edgy
You're gonna have
lizard.
to edit. You're gonna have to edit the hell out of that.
But yeah, so and then after saying that I was going to scout, I basically just immediately disappeared and walked off east. So, D20.
Okay. D20 stealth, so that he doesn't see you.
Am I adding my stealth modifier specifically?
Yes.
That is a 15.
That is a 15. Hey, Steak, roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So D20.
Let's see how this goes.
Nat 20. Nat 20 and see what happens. I'd be really
Come
curious.
on.
You got inspired because you just saw him.
Damn
16.
it!
Oh,
God.
wow.
Screw you, Chris.
So you definitely see the lizard slither away. And so, are you going to tail him?
Where do you think you're going, lizard?
Oof.
What
Oof.
fuck are you following me for? I said I was
Coming with
scouting
you.
ahead.
Yeah, I'm coming with you. I don't know what the hell you're up to, but
I'm
yeah.
trying to scout for the group because you're all lazy as fuck. Don't know how to go in, get a mission done, and get back to the damn tavern, okay? So, can you be stealthy, or is this a lost cause?
Oh, I can be stealthy, alright.
Okay. Then
Okay.
shut up, follow behind me, and do not do anything stupid.
Watch your tone, lizard.
Thank
Alright, so-
God I'll be out of this town before you know it. And I just turn around
Okay.
and I keep going. I keep walking.
Okay, so in which direction are you gonna go? Show me with your hand.
I was going east. But
You, like follow the path.
I'm actually gonna kind of go off the path. I'm gonna go this way over here.
All right, you're going west.
Yeah. A little bit here. I just want to see.
And I'm assuming that Steak is gonna go with him.
Probably.
Okay, so Steak, you're with him. All right, so, hey, okay, so there we go. So at this point, Havia, as you're taking your morning leak, okay, you hear from. So
Yeah.
that is.
Hold on. I didn't hear any.
So that you hear from the north, so towards where the waters are. Okay. You hear some whimpering, some like little animals are like.
So, sounds. Boulder, get over here.
What's up, mate? Oh, boom, 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 boom.
I heard
Well,
some.
goes running over.
Pattern.
There's something over here. You want to check it out with me?
Oh, I'm always down for an adventure, mate.
Mila, are you
All right,
following,
so-
or are you on the back
Yeah,
there?
I'm
Still
gonna
going?
I'm gonna follow
Yeah.
with Boulder.
I'm gonna quietly start approaching, this whimpering noise.
Boulder's not very quiet,
Okay.
just to be honest.
Thump, 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 thump.
That's Boulder's quiet.
All right. So as as you guys approach, you peer over a hedge, and you see a few things. You see. Excuse me.
Oh, it looks adorable.
You see a.
It looks adorable.
Oh my gosh!
You see two things.
No
You see a downed man, face down, in heavy in plate armor, with a cape on his back and a broken sword in his hand. Alongside, you see, of course, unfortunately, emanating from him, some blood. So he's in a pool of blood, unfortunately. And next to the pool of blood, you see this whimpering pup, sort of looking around very nervously, but also licking from the puddle of blood.
Oh my! Is this one of those? Mila, come look at this. Is this one of those things reading about?
Here I'm. Come on. Oh, is this the type of dog I was reading about, or?
Well, you look at it. Actually, you know what? How about you do a
Can I do like a knowledge check?
a nature check?
Nature check. Okay.
Two. Wow.
Oof.
Plus,
Well,
hold on. Plus
Okay.
0.
zero.
Wow.
Wow, you're not a very good student.
That's
It-
amazing.
I think it resembles a wolf of some kind.
So for the first time, you see Boulder be like
Condescending.
as calm and as like gentle and as quiet as possible. I just kind of walk on up over to this little guy because I am just
Get your food
enthralled
out
with
and
him.
get your food out and start trying to
Oh yeah,
entice
yeah.
him.
Okay, no, I got the raw chicken leg that I had, and I'm kind of holding it out and slowly walking up to him.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna try and entice the little pup.
Yeah, I want to entice him.
Hey, little guy. Hey, little guy. You hungry? You hungry?
Okay. I want you. So as sort of like you're crouching down, your massive body, sort of like even when you crouch down, your body is a massive mountain of muscle. Over this,
Actually,
like
DM.
2 foot tall.
Yeah.
Hang on, this 2 foot tall, or less, pup that is just sort of like in the shadow of your beastliness, you're gonna try and tame it. So I want you to roll for me. I want you
Okay.
to roll for me a persuasion check.
Oh.
Actually, no, sorry, animal handling. It's an
Yeah,
animal
animal handling.
Oh yeah, because I have animal. So is that just a 20?
It is a d20 plus 3.
Oh, plus 3.
Yeah.
Please, 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 please. 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Okay.
Uh,
So
I have animal handling as well.
okay,
So
you want to help him?
I'm gonna help him.
All right, help him.
Oh,
Clutch, clutch, clutch.
clutch plays here. Boulder just has big anime eyes, like he's just amazed with this little pup.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and patting my knees gently, trying to, come on, boy, come on.
All right, all right. Roll it, roll it, roll it.
Oh, whistling into.
Yeah, I know. We're whistling right into the mic. And the pup is sort of.
Shit. That's +3, so that's an 8.
Oh no.
So
We're
the
not
wolf,
gonna dog away.
the little pup is sort of like slowly stepping back from you, Bold. He's a little bit uneasy.
oh, no.
So
What?
I kind of start
wait.
backing up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I do the same as well.
He stops and the wolf is like,
You hungry? Is it the chicken? Is it was this your old master?
Boulder, may I make a suggestion?
Of course, mate.
Set the chicken. Take a couple steps back. Have the chicken just held in your hand and let the animal come to you.
Oh, okay. So, boom.
sorry. Okay.
Oh.
So you step a few backs and you leave the chicken on the floor.
Yeah, I leave it like in front from him.
All right. So as you leave it, the little wolf pup's eyes sort of like look at the chicken, and it's sort of like looking at the chicken, looking at you, looking at the chicken, looking at you. Takes a few steps forward, and then out of nowhere, the little wolf's fear goes away, and it pounces on that chicken leg like a ferocious monster, ripping it apart, actually cracking the bone with its little jaws.
It was born to be Boulder's pet.
And it just sort of like destroys it as it is sort of like chewing it and masticating.
And Boulder's arms are just straight in the air. His mouth is open. He's like so excited.
And this sort of pacifies the little pup, so he seems to be a much more comfortable next to you guys.
Oh.
I'm gonna start checking. I probably should have done this before, but I'm gonna check the man's vitals.
I think the pool of blood on the ground.
I know, but just to make sure. Making sure. I know there's a pool of blood that doesn't mean he's dead.
All right, roll a medicine check. Mila, you can help him.
All right.
Uh,
Let's see if my +1.
Ah!
All right.
Nice.
Let's check his
Nice.
vitals. Come on.
okay,
Wow.
That's
Oh.
funny.
So
Wow.
Is that the first of the
Havia-
game or the first of
That's
the
the first of the
episode?
game.
Nice.
Havia, you sort of like pat
I'm
the man
qu-
on the back and like,
Quite unsure.
hey, you there? And
Why, bro?
Mila, you sort of very carefully, forensically look over the body, and after a very thorough examination of the physique and the vitals, you determine that he's dead. But you also notice a few things. A few things are that he didn't seem to have necessarily died from the arrows on his back, which are by the looks of it gobbo arrows, but rather he died. You could, as you turned the body over and exposed his chest, his armor, by the way, is rent. So there's like these thick claw marks all over the plate of the body, making the plate armor useless on the front. So it's completely wasted. In addition to that, you see that the man died in sort of like a shocked state. So he was just like in utter fear of what he saw. So yeah.
You think that was a bigger version of the little guy?
The little wolf quickly turns at you, Boulder, and says,
Oh
Says
no,
what?
that's too cute.
it
That's
just
too cute.
sort of
Like
like
whispers a
whines.
bit.
Oh,
Oh.
I just like put my arm down, like my one arm, and try and entice him to crawl like up my arm.
He does.
I kind of pull Havia to the side a bit, seeing as we're both inspecting this person.
Yeah.
Like, did Havia figure out that it was like claw marks and stuff?
No,
Or...
that was you. That was you, Mila.
Okay.
Havia just slapped the guy on the back and asked if he was alive.
Havia's like, "Hey, you okay?"
You okay, buddy?
I'm poking it with the end of my halberd, just like
I poked him with the stick and he didn't move. I think
Yeah.
he's dead.
Yes.
Okay, so I pull him to the side. I'm like, I don't know how, but I think that tiny dog did this to him.
Oh,
you
My-
sure?
Let me just interject there. You do not actually believe that it's the paw hands don't match the claw marks.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, if it's a big gouge wound, there's no
Yeah.
way that
They're
tiny
like
little.
enormous.
Okay.
They're enormous claw marks.
Oh, okay.
Enormous.
We may want to be careful. I think this dog's mom or something might be nearby. Look at these claw marks. They're big.
As you say, this thing's mom. The little pup sort of like snaps at you and says, "Oh."
oh yeah, you tell him.
He's growling at me?
Yeah, he didn't like that.
Yeah, see, I don't think it was his mom.
Tries to accuse him of murder.
Anyway, can I inspect? Can I inspect the man's equipment? You know, is there
Yeah.
anything that might help
Yeah,
me further inquire who?
Yeah, you guys
You're
actually.
inspectors
Guess he's
equipment,
dead.
Gavin.
Let's just loot him.
Well, you never know. You
Well-
guys find. Okay, so Havia, you
Yes.
find a broken silver sword.
Oh.
Okay.
So-
You know what?
Silver.
I'm
Yes.
gonna pack that up.
So you find a broken silver sword, and all that's left of the silver sword is basically like not even really the bottom half, but like the bottom third of the sword attached to the hilt, and it's like a jagged break.
Hmm.
And
Is there any other remnants of the end of the sword lying about?
No, the remnants of the actual other third of the sword is missing. You don't know where it is. It's nowhere near it.
Mila,
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned that.
You
correct
don't
me if
know
I'm-
that. You haven't talked to
Oh
her.
shit!
Oh yeah, I haven't said anything about that.
But on top of the silver, by the way, in your inventory, this will be a dagger. Okay,
Yeah.
essentially, it'll serve as a dagger, and since it is silver, it has some extra properties that you're unaware of. But just so we're aware of there, you also find on the man 18 gold pieces.
Oh.
You find a locket with the picture of him and what appears to be a young girl with him as well. So, it's him as a child by the looks of it, and a young girl next to him as well. In addition to that, you also find a short letter that he seemed to have kept near his breast, and you're going to read this here, Havia.
Are you just gonna send it to me?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it actually to the D&D chat so that everyone can read it in at their speed, and hopefully
Thank you
maybe
for
we can
the
share
follow, Coaxmill.
the people
Greatly
watching.
appreciate it.
Okay, there you go.
Is anyone
So-
watching?
Wow, that looks great.
So how about
The
that?
stream,
Oh, wow.
Richard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
We got 8 people and we just got a new follower. Coke's Medal.
Nice. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome.
So, thank you for joining us. Now you can get to hear the reading of the letter by Havia Phantom Hive.
Oh, nice, yeah.
This looks amazing.
I'll be
push to
right
talk.
back. Any more
Push to
beer?
talk.
Push to talk, push to talk.
Push to talk.
Shit.
Yeah, there it is.
He actually said that.
To my brother Lore, I think that's Lore.
Yes.
I long to see you in the next weeks at the journey. It is oh so dull without a familiar face. My dusty husband
Yes.
keeps me company in this sycophantic friends. Hold on a second. What is this font?
It's Cyrillic font. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. His friends buzz about him like flies on a corpse. Come soon, Lady Cecile. Wait, what? Cecile?
Ooh.
See you once again too. She goes
That is
on
your
about how she
long-lost
wishes to
love.
tangle her fingers in her locks and lose herself in your blue eyes. I have to remind her that I'm your sister, not one of her other confidants. Love, Lady Strongwater, your baby sister.
So let me just read that again for the viewer. So,
Wait.
let me just read that again for the viewer here. To my beloved brother Law, I long to see you in the next weeks at the tourney. It is oh so dull without a familiar face. My dusty husband keeps me company, but his sycophantic friends buzz about him like flies on a corpse. Come soon, Lady Cecile longs to see you once again too. She goes on about how she wishes to tangle her fingers locks herself in your blue eyes. I have to remind her that I'm your sister and not one of her other Love, Lady Strongwater, your baby sister Margie. Okay, so this is a bit of a shock to you,
Yeah.
Phantom Hive, because this lady seems to share the same name as your lover from past life.
Yeah. That's kind of
How does that make
concerning.
you feel?
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that?
I'm concerned that it might not actually be her, because that's not the way her name is spelled.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
Oh.
I went to the art
Oh.
page.
Okay.
But I'm kind of.
I mean, it could be a regional spelling of it.
Wait a minute. Sycophantic. What does sycophantic mean again?
Sycophants are people that basically placate another person to get favors from them.
Oh God. To my.
You're so wrong, dude. I'm so sorry.
I'm back.
I think you broke him.
Okay, so
you start to see Havia like looking at this letter in distraught.
oh my god, are you crumpling it in your hands? Are you crumpling it in your hands?
No, I'm not crumpling it. You see him tearing up like he just shoves the letter into Mila's chest and is just starts storming.
Oh,
Oh,
how does Mila react to all this?
He's just quietly having this mental breakdown after shoving the letter into Mila's chest.
What does
He
Mila react
needs-
to this?
He's just having so much distraught.
I just see him do that. I go and check if there's anything in those chests near him. I just kind of shrug it.
Doesn't pay attention to him, just goes to the chest.
Our party's gonna live for so long.
Oh my
It's gonna
gosh.
be great.
We're all mental institutions. Okay. So as you check the
Just
Oh,
I really
do
hope
like
that's
that.
not
I
the
just give him like
Cecile.
2 pats on the shoulder and then I go to check out the
Just Havia's broken down. Like he's on his knees right now. Just
Yeah,
like he's not. He doesn't know. Is this my Cecile? Is this someone? He's.
All right. As poor Havia is having his breakdown on the other side of the brush, you check the loot boxes there, the chests there, Mila,
Did I get a legendary?
and
Do I
you
get a
actually
legendary?
find a
Apex.
you find
you
almost
gotta pay for
nothing
that.
else but a short telescope.
Oh.
So you find a little short telescope, like a little telescope, little monoclescope.
Monoscope.
Monoscope. Yeah.
Monoscope. Awesome.
And so this guy will allow you to have advantage on perception checks, checking spaces that are like beyond 30 feet. So beyond 30 feet of your distance. So if you're looking at, hey, can I look at across a strait, like across a valley or a location on the world map, for example, or even checking a location at a high position in the map, then you can use that to scout out way farther than you would be able to.
Okay.
Wait
Cool.
a minute. Can I check if the knight in question is Elvish? Cecile was Elvish.
He's human. He's a LaRue human. He's a LaRue human. Okay.
Do I recognize him from my school? Noble combatants.
You'll have to find that out after the. So. So let's everyone take a 5-minute break for the sake of our poor friend here that's having the most horrible time of his life. By the way, the goblin is at the back of the bush, sort of like looking at this commotion without being able to hear it, and he's like, "What is going on?"
I love it. We're all split up. The goblins over there just chilling. This group found a puppy while one of them's having a mental breakdown. And I got freaking Steak chasing my tail down because he thinks I'm gonna do something bad. This is perfect.
It's good intuition.
Tune in 5 minutes, everyone.
Party.
5 minutes.
We'll be right back, guys.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay,
Oh, let's just wait
bravo.
another like 5 minutes.
Poor people in the stream.
Sorry, people in the stream. All right.
And we're back. Sorry about that.
And
long
we're
wait,
back.
guys.
Hey, we didn't lose any viewers. Thanks to our 6
thank you,
viewers.
guys.
Love you guys.
Thank you for sticking through all the crap, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Much love.
Much
Smushy, smushy, kiss, kiss.
Okay, cool. All right, everyone. So we're cutting to the other half of the party. At this point, the guys that were up north that found the wolf and the unfortunate corpse of what is, in the end, the person that everyone was looking for. They started to head back to
the guy?
Yes, that was the guy. So
Oh,
I wanted to make that clear. That was definitely the guy of import. So, yeah.
Mind if I grabbed something as like proof or something?
Yes, actually, the letter and the tourney invitation.
Yeah.
Okay,
are
so that was
all
enough?
sort of with his name on it. So that is absolutely enough.
Okay.
Because the Tavern Keep described him as Lore Blackfire, so his name is Lore Blackfire.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. So snapping over to Zaryax. Zaryax and Steak. What are you guys doing? So
I'm gonna kind of look this way, over where my blue hand is, and then I'm gonna go.
Oh no.
Crap. Well, Steak, I'll tell you this one thing. My sense of direction ain't the best. I'm pretty sure this is the wrong way. Let's follow this path. And then we stay
Alright,
stealth, and then we go basically as far... I'd say like right about there. Just before like you know, like I'm out of view and I can't see anything.
Aye.
And can I do a perception check to see if I see anything?
Sure. Before you do, however, as you move down the path, and you obviously see that the wildlife is pretty quiet. Steak, what are you doing as Zaryax is moving down the path?
Well, I'm simply following him down the path right now.
Okay. All right. Then
Boring.
feel free to roll a perception check there, Zaryax.
Awesome.
And you're checking down the ways here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perception check. Perception check. What is my perception?
9.
Ouch.
And you have a modifier.
Perception +1. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Okay. You do see tracks. Okay. You do see tracks in that direction. But you don't know what these tracks are. You can't really identify what they are. But you see that there's indentations in the ground. They're patterned, so you think that they're tracks, and they go in that direction, but you're unsure as to what they might be.
I'm gonna kind of like lean over my shoulder and just kind of like whisper, you know, so I stay stealth. I'm just gonna go, psst, steak, and I'm gonna point down to the tracks. Do you know what these are?
Tracks.
Steak.
They're tracks.
I don't know what kind of tracks though.
No fucking shit. I'm trying to figure out what type of animal. Do you have any idea?
Wolves, maybe?
How about you do an insight check there? Actually, sorry. Yeah, do
Steak,
a
right?
perception. Excuse me. Yeah, Steak. Do a perception check for me there. Excuse me.
Eats the dirt.
No, we're not having another one of those.
Not again.
They went this way.
15. Wow.
Have a bit of that.
All right. So
Fucking
you
high rolling tonight.
you take a second glance at the tracks that that Zaryax was looking at, and you run your hand through them. And as you sort of check the outline of him near the tip, you can see that it has sort of like claw marks a little bit of like longer toenails, and you're like, These are you recognize these based on the feet of the gobbo that you guys have in your possession and the previous gobbos that you killed. So these are definitely gobbo tracks heading west.
This ain't no animal.
You know what it is?
Yeah, it's gobbo. Just like the other thing we've got.
Huh. Okay. How about we go back, get the others, and don't quote me here, but maybe Mila was right. We can use it as a hostage of some sort. We never know how many there might be up there.
Do you not think we can not sneak in a little closer to see what's going on?
I mean, I'm fine with that. I am a sneak master after all.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
very
These are skills.
suspicious.
Oh no.
Do I sense a little bonding happening here?
A little bromance.
Yeah, a little bromance.
Alright.
Okay, let's go.
Just start shipping them.
Pretty
Alright,
well,
so-
is it?
So I'm gonna take you guys all, and you do follow the tracks quite a ways over to the west here, to the point that you reach this clearing in the woods here.
Oh boy, I zoomed all the way out. It's not what I wanted to do.
And as the wood line sort of starts to break open, there's only literally just a little bush in the middle that is providing any kind of cover. And you can see on the far side of the woods a line of trees that curves around.
Like over here, where my
Like here,
Yeah,
where
okay.
the fog is being revealed.
yeah. Can we can I climb one of those trees to see if I can see anything?
Sure. Do me an acrobatics check for me there.
Yep. Oh, come on. I clicked you, damn it. There we go. Now it's rolling. What's my modifier again? It's +4, right?
Plus
Pretty sure.
4, of course. Or +6, I can't remember.
Acrobatics. No, it's
+6, dude. So it's 18. All
Pretty
right.
good.
So
Pretty good, lizard.
yeah, you definitely make it up to which tree again? Your hand is where?
This one right here.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, this one right
As you climb up, you see a little camp of gobbos, and you see them sort of down below, and you can spy 4 of them are sleeping, and one of them is acting as lookout, but he's half asleep. And that's the one on the far side here where my black hand is.
here. Okay.
And he's sort of like nodding off there, like. So they're all basically asleep, except
And
for.
I'm saying this as a DM question. Am I able to see the specific object?
The specific object?
Yeah,
What object?
the thing that I'm supposed to be looking for.
You don't see anything besides like the tents and the fire pit that they have going.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna. Cause I don't want to be. If I can't reach vocal length of steak from that far. So I'm gonna backflip down. And
All right, do me. Okay, the backflip is gonna do another acrobatics check.
Yep, you got it.
I'm just gonna casually back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing more dice rolling just for freaking acrobatics checks than anything else.
Let me get my harmonica ready. Well, it's 14 actually.
It's still 14 though.
It's still pretty good. Okay.
It's enough to slit that fucker through.
You sort of like do a spread eagle backwards, like Altair does in Assassin's Creed,
Oh.
and you hear the hawk in the background going. And you land definitely
Thomas
on the
the Tank
ground.
Engine.
Oh, we got sound effects now. I love
Yeah,
it.
Got
right?
sound effects, yeah, dude. Okay.
Welcome
And,
to the chat,
what-
Link.
What are you gonna do now? Now that you've
I'm
seen this
gonna
information.
go back to Steak, and I'm gonna basically tell him, hey, so I could see most of them. I think it's all of them. Don't quote me on that. Looks like it's most of them. Perception's good, not that great. But if I'm correct, they should all be asleep. One's dozing off right now, and he's supposed to be the watcher. So
So you need to get behind that guy and slit his throat then. And you can deal with the other ones, right?
I can. I can also stay in the trees. Now, I can take them all, but I also have a feeling that the rest of the party might be mad at me if I go in there, guns blazing, swords blazing, daggers blazing, and...
All I'm saying is, if we bring the rest of the party in, they're probably going to cause like a massive fight and everything. They're not going to be subtle about it. If you take out the guy that's half asleep,
See,
like you just take him out cleanly, we can just dispatch the other ones while they're asleep.
okay, if you think we should go for it.
Yeah, I think we should go for it. Otherwise, this battle's going to go on forever.
Fair enough.
Oh my god,
No
are
way,
they gonna
come
solo
on.
this?
And it's this one over here, hey, one, the one that I have my hand on.
Let's see how this goes.
Okay, so I'm gonna, again, I'm still
You don't
stealth.
have your tank.
Yeah, we don't have a tank.
Well, he's not a fighter. He's kind of tanky.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm gonna...
We've got advantage, they're asleep.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, the one's dozing off, but if we can kill that guy first, we should be fine.
Yeah.
So
Missing
I'm
shot.
gonna actually like creep around here. I don't know how far you'll let me go. 'Cause
Yeah, keep going. This
yeah?
guy is. So far, you're not in danger of being discovered, so you're doing pretty good.
Okay, then if I can, I want to get up right behind him.
And you're stealth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely. He's.
Okay, so is Steak, are you gonna follow me?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay, so
Okay.
Steak's right behind me then, just in case.
All right, where are you going, Steak? How far back are you backing him up?
I don't want to be too close. Like, I want to be a couple of paces behind him because obviously I'm not a stealthy character as him.
Okay, so are you like at this distance here, at the corner of the
Yeah.
wood? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just around the bend, just far
Yeah.
enough to be heard and far enough to be seen, but you're able to sort of see the Dragonborn taking his action.
Okay, so because I'm stealth, and actually, if I can remember my character sheet correctly, because I forget it all the damn time, I have my 2 daggers, which also my action.
2 daggers, 1d.
2 weapon fighting actions.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 2 on each. And
It's
you have a sneak attack.
1d4 plus 2 plus a 1d6 on top of both of those.
1d4.
Yeah. Once per
Plus-
turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack or finesse or ranged weapon. My daggers are considered finesse. If you
So
have
is that per dagger or is that just per attack?
I think it's only once, so I get 2 attacks with the daggers, but I can also have, because I'm in sneak, I also get an additional 1d6 on top of those 2.
All right, do that.
And I don't know if you're gonna go by D&D rules, but technically, no, I don't know if you'd be at disadvantage for armor class or something, but
No, this gobbo is literally a sitting duck in your hands. You are
okay.
literally.
But
going to
I
be
still
able
need to
take-
roll for hit, right?
Yeah, you have like advantage of this.
Okay. Oh, I do have advantage?
Yeah, you do,
Okay.
because he's out and you're sneaking, so it's like super duper advantage.
Super duper advantage. Yeah, well, I might need that advantage.
Okay, yikes!
Oh dear.
Yiker Aronies.
Okay,
Alright,
and
screwed
well,
that
it's
one
an
up, didn't
advantage,
miss it.
so no, it's okay. We don't have to count the 1.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. Unless he rolls another snake eye. Unless he rolls snake eyes. 8. Okay.
Ah.
8 plus what?
What is it again? It's my dex.
It's your dex, right?
Yeah, so it's plus 4.
Okay, you
So 12.
you basically hit him. So thank
Yes.
goodness you do, because these guys have shit AC.
Yes, I was
Alright.
hoping for that.
Yeah. So
okay, so
yeah,
that's
2d4s plus 1d6.
It's literally 2d4s plus 2 plus a 1d6
There you go. And that's plus 2 on each.
on the 4s, yeah. So 2d4s.
Well, what's a little overkill for this guy who has
Plus
like
a
the lowest
D6.
health pool.
Oh, and it rolls already in
overkill
progress.
works
I
for
gotta
me.
wait. Oh no, one of the dice fell out. Oh,
It's okay.
6
So
plus
5,
a
5.
d6. Oh no, wait, that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's already 10 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
And that's 13 points of damage.
Wow. Okay.
He's dead.
One
So
dead
please in detail describe for us how you annihilate this goblin who is literally just sort of like half standing, leaning against the tree.
Oh, first of all, just want to say... Sorry, I wasn't in front of my mic there. I just looked. We got a new follower. Small Cordy. Thank you for the follow. I think we all know who that is.
Thank you very much.
There's no need for much detail. I'm quick, painless, and very, very accurate. And I just come up behind him. Like, you don't... It's kind of like that cool camera thing where you see... Brody will know this in John Wick style, where he just comes up behind them, but the camera doesn't see it. You only see him pop up behind once he stands up, and just the 2 daggers either side of the neck, and then a tight twist,
Oh.
and you just hear something crack.
Oh, so you cracked his neck with
So
the dagger?
does anyone want to know what I actually did? Because I looked it up. Not even
Yeah,
joking.
what
This
is
is a
it?
fucking thing you can do in
Basically
D&D. I severed his spine. His head's still attached, but I severed his actual spine from the lower part of his back to the upper part of his back.
Oh.
Well,
I've never cringed so hard at something so bloodless.
Sorry, here, let me just...
Okay.
I wish Boulder saw that.
That's
Good
so
job, Lizard.
horrifying.
It was counting.
And then I'm just going to go back to this tree back here.
Okay. Alright, so now that you've taken down the sentry, he's just on the ground, lifeless, limp, gone. To the other gobbos, if they were to reawake, they would probably think he's just asleep. unless they examine him carefully.
Yeah.
So that's a good on you. But what are you guys gonna do now?
Because now I went behind the tree, so I went back into hiding. Where's Steak? Oh, Steak's back there. Am I in whispering range of him, or?
Well, you can gesture at him. I would say that perhaps speaking would be kind of dangerous at
Yeah,
this
so I'll
point.
just do like hand signals and just like wave him over.
Okay, Steak.
I'm pointing at the gobbo that he should go for, like slit his throat, and I'm going to go for the other one that's closest to me. Shove a knife. Well, I'm gonna shove my sword straight through its head while it's sleeping. So it's
Well, as a DM question, this opening here where my blue hand is, that's the only way we can get through to it, right?
I think I would allow sneaking through the wood line,
Nice.
but you're going to have to do a little bit of stealth check there.
yeah, right.
So you're gonna stealth check, both of you? Well, you're
Okay.
stealth for sure, Zaryax, so you're stealth.
Yeah.
But, Steak, are you still gonna go through the wood line and do a stealth check?
Give it a while.
Alright.
Oh no.
Alright,
Oh,
so
boy, here we
Zaryax,
go.
let's start with Zaryax first. So, Zaryax, where are you positioning yourself?
Oh, fuck, sorry, spacebar. I'm not gonna go through the tree line, because the rest of them are asleep, right? So...
That's right, they're all asleep.
So, this one right here, I was gonna come up beside that one, and then do the exact same thing to that motherfucker.
Okay, and,
Yeah, good point. Why don't I just
Steak-
go around it?
you're going to go where?
Go around it, man. Why would I go through the tree line?
I just want to point out, everyone else is like dealing with mental breakdowns and a beautiful new dog, and Richard and I are over here
Look,
just completing the
we're
quest
just-
for everyone.
We're just getting it done, right?
Yeah.
Just wanted
No
to.
nonsense.
We found the dude who we were looking for.
Oh
They're
my
gonna
goodness.
turn up.
He's fucking
everything's gonna be
dead,
and I'll just
and
walk
also
through the door.
cheated.
We're also up to 10 viewers, guys.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Hey,
Hey!
Hello.
it's your boy.
Alright,
So
alright, I'm
everyone's ping
Sorry,
is
sorry.
above 150
Yeah.
right now.
Well, so sorry, Steak, what are you gonna do? Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk going through the tree line. That's almost guaranteed to wake him up. I'm gonna go round the trees as far as I can go.
Okay. You can go all the way around. They're all asleep, so you can move all the way around. So they're not gonna be able to detect you. The closer you get, though, the more dangerous you are, considering that you are wearing chainmail and it's a bit janky.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Well, I'll wait here for the moment, and I'll let.
okay. All right, so you're gonna stand there, ready to go.
Yeah, because he's a stealth character, so it stands to reason to let him dispatch them.
Okay.
I mean, I have a feeling that Juan's gonna sit here after this game and go, "Okay, Chris, so we're gonna nerf your character a little bit."
So,
it just stands to
Because
reason.
it's per action, so I get to do the exact same thing again.
yeah, I'm actually gonna condense this, and I'm going to say, are you going to do this to every single one of them?
Yes.
Okay.
As far as we
Alright.
could.
I'm literally here as a backup in case something goes wrong.
Yeah, basically. 'Cause
Alright.
You're basically our tank,
So-
so...
Yeah.
Which one are you starting with?
This guy right here.
All right, and then just out of curiosity, the next one is going to be okay. All right, so let's just roll. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just roll, just to save time here, a d20. Just roll a d20 and add to it your dexterity and your stealth modifier.
Oh, okay. Rolling d20. So my stealth +4 and
Sorry, did I say perception? Your dexterity and your stealth.
dexterity and
That's what I
stealth,
was
so +4. So that's a +8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Dude,
So
Correct.
safe to say, in literally without them even being able to fight back, you just go to each one of them and you just go.
So you basically just
That just
You committed genocide is what he
single-handedly
did.
wiped out
You see-
everything.
You see, Lizard, this was the better idea. Like, if we'd have brought them, like, Boulder would have probably just woke them all up.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta say, this is quite fun.
Wait, did you?
Dude.
Oh,
You guys are psychopaths.
I appreciate the backup. I gotta say, Steak, after this, we get back to the pub. Your next drink,
Yeah.
That's on me, bud. That's on me.
Maybe you're not so bad, lizard. Maybe
A little bromance.
This is such bromance going on here. The hate that was before has been drowned away in blood.
I feel like I should have changed the music during that, but it was just like
So very relaxing
they're
and
so-
cool.
it's like
Dude,
not any fighting going on.
For Zyrax,
Slow
This
Can
is
I
my
just say-
normal Friday, guys.
can I just say this for like Zyrax's sake? That was basically the equivalent of raking the sand garden for Zen or something like that. That was
Oh my
that was Zyrax's version of that. Just going along and
He's just going to work.
yeah, like it made him feel at peace. Just to watch their blood gush out.
Oh,
of his
no.
already lifeless. Body.
You as I finish basically do it because by the way I do everything the exact same. So that neck snapping happened to all of them. As I pull out of the last one and I say all that stuff to Steak, I just kind of look at my blades. I'm like.
Go ahead and
All right.
go ahead and mop up the loot,
And I
lizard.
and
You
then
know
I,
you want to.
sheath them.
So, as you guys, or the lizard, I don't know which one, or both, are rummaging through the
Can I do a perception check for the item in which I'm trying to look for?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yes. Okay, come on, big money, big money. There's a lot riding on this. There's an entire possible quest line riding on this right now. Roll good. Roll good.
Nat 1.
I would
That
cry.
one again. That was a scary one.
That
Ooh.
was a 16
Oh.
before it rolled over to a 2.
That's so sad. Perception of 4.
Ah.
All right. Well,
Well, I mean, you've got a lot of time. Why not
let's
just
see.
man,
another one?
roll
in
a
your
perception
in your quest for loot, there, Zaryax, you find this. You find a heap of leathers, and this amounts to basically 2 leather skins. And you find a cowbell.
The campaign needed more cowbell.
Yes.
DM. Is,
Yes.
is that cowbell the item I'm looking for?
You definitely look at it, and it does not smell nice. And in fact, you kind of, when you look at it, you notice that it's kind of like crusty with some blood on it, and you remember it was perhaps the
I was thinking
cowbell.
that. Yeah, the
cowbell that
cowbell.
belonged to the ox in the cart.
Huh.
So probably not. You know, you gotta-
I look over to Steak. I'm like, hey, don't really got a use for this. And I jingle it a little bit. And I'm like, do you want it?
You know what? I think Boulder might like it.
I hand it
That's
off
actually
and I
very
say,
good.
feel free to give it to him.
Sure.
All right, Steak, are you going to check the goods?
Yeah, indeed. I'll do a perception check myself.
Yeah, go ahead.
The bell.
The bell.
Save.
I have a list of items here, and I
Come
was
on,
like,
roll.
yeah, this
Come
is
on, roll.
appropriate.
Come on, roll.
Is anyone else falling asleep?
Full enough to.
17.
Oh,
Wow.
lovely. Wow, I really am getting the high rolls today.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so Steak, this is what you find. You find a random assortment of minor jewelry totaling 10 gold.
Lovely.
Oh,
You find 6 days of provisions.
hard guitar.
You find a scroll of cure wounds. So it's the equivalent of a minor healing potion. And you find a map.
Fuck.
Okay. And this map is a map of the woods, and you see very clearly that there is a trail that leads. Wait, what is that guitar in the background?
Braden, that drawing.
I know.
Who's playing the guitar?
Do you not like it? I can change it.
Oh, is that actually the song?
Yeah.
That drawing.
Oh my
Right.
god! I thought someone just got bored and picked up a
No,
guitar. I was like,
no.
who the
I
frick
can
is
change
playing
it if it's
guitar?
bothering.
No, it's okay.
Should I go grab my guitar?
No. I honestly
How
thought
much-
it was someone else. I was like, what the
How
hell?
How much gold did I find?
You found 10
Yeah.
gold.
Nice. Did he pick up the item?
Can you just add all those shit to my stats?
I will. But the map in particular is of great importance because it actually shows you that far west there is a structure in the marsh, as well as something called a sliver mine.
He's
Okay, so I'm
He's
supposed to
one-
recognize what the item is, right?
Yes.
Because that's what the guy said.
Wait.
So
Yes.
Wait,
And-
before we move on, Lizard, I'm gonna teach you something about teamwork. He's 6 gold. You did do most of the work, so he's 6 gold, Lizard.
Oh no.
No, you have that 6 gold, Lizard.
Hey.
Enjoy it.
You were always worried about me and stealing gold. How about we go 50-50? It's only fair.
50-50 it is.
Okay.
Okay, well, sort out the stats.
Because yeah, you
So
got
roll
10
5 and
gold,
5.
right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
5 gold to you and 5 gold to him. So are you gonna add that yourself there,
Yep, I got it.
Okay. Let me just add it there to Chris, or to Steak.
That was gold,
Yeah.
right?
Gold, yes.
Damn.
Alright, you guys sitting fat stacks of gold.
Yeah.
Alright, so, that's all the loot from the corpses and the camp. What are you guys now going to do here?
I'm gonna think in my head. I'm gonna be like, fuck. This mission is not going how it needed to go. Damn it. He has the map. I need that damn map. I'm gonna kind of walk over to him. And did he pocket the map? Did you pocket the map, or are you still holding it?
Oh,
and looking at it?
yeah.
Are you gonna
still
share that
looking at it.
information?
Yeah.
Are
I'm,
you
I'm still looking at it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
I'm gonna-
yeah, my character's chaotic good, so I'm not gonna be a. Oh.
Okay.
I come up beside you. What's that? I'm playing dumb, by the way, but yeah.
That's chaotic neutral, actually. Never mind.
So am I. You and I fall in the same category there, buddy.
Hey, you guys get together like peas and carrots.
Yeah, right?
Alright. Come on, Lizard, out with it. I know you want to look at this map. You've also got something planned.
Well, of course I do. I mean, look at it. Who knows where it leads to?
Lizard, come on. I know you got something planned.
I'm not planning anything.
It's obvious. I can see the look on your face.
DM, I think he needs to roll.
Yeah. Are you're trying to persuade the
Yeah.
the lizards? So how about you roll persuasion check to get him to confirm what's going on? So that's persuasion plus 2.
I would need to use
just for the
deception,
record,
right?
if I do manage to persuade him, I'm going to offer to not tell the others,
Okay.
so that he doesn't get
Right.
thrown under the bus.
All right. I heard it. It's
So
coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Come on. Come
One,
on.
I will be clipping that. Thank you. Oh, that's a 4. Dude, you don't
Okay.
even beat my bonus proficiency in deception.
No. Yeah, no, I don't think there's even. Oh, well, you can. I mean, you can try. Try to deceive him. Deception check, yeah, to make sure he beats you.
Oh, yeah.
So that was.
Because I could
a
roll
six.
worse, technically.
Yeah, you
Actually,
could
no, I
technically.
can't.
Oh
I-
right,
I
because
actually can't roll worse than him because
can't
my
worse.
my bonus is a +6.
You
Yeah,
probably
you-
would have
Unless you
benefited.
critically fail, in
going
that
to,
case, then
Nope,
you're
it's
done.
16.
Okay, good. 16. Yeah.
Oh, my.
You don't. So what are you gonna tell him? What are you gonna tell him? What's the deception you're gonna tell him?
Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna tell him. Okay, you want to hear it? I notice the map looks familiar. Okay, it might come from an old family heritage of mine, and frankly, I try and stay as far away from everything to do with my past, specifically the horrendous family. But when it's a map leading to a specific location, and there's even a sliver that I could get some gold out of it, I will go to it no matter what. So,
Well,
here is my suggestion. We can either, one, go back and make sure that the rest of our party wasn't ransacked and murdered, because I have no idea where they are.
Like we did to these combos.
And we can either hide it and not tell them, or we can tell them, I would prefer not to. Or we could keep going on our own.
Oh my goodness.
I'm leaving that choice up to you.
Well, I'll certainly be hanging on to this map, I can tell you that now.
Okay.
But I'll help you.
Okay. Now, to be entirely honest, I think we should go back with the group, because I think they need some screen time.
Yeah. I suppose...
sleep here!
I suppose they'll be hopelessly lost without us, so...
Exactly.
I'll help you, and we'll go back to the group.
I
I
appreciate it. And
hold of this
before
map,
we
but now, listen.
before we walk off, we do the Roman handshake, though.
The forearm handshake. Oh my gosh, you guys, you love that now.
Yeah, we do.
I did it to Steak earlier, now you're doing it. Steak's getting all those Roman
He's getting all the
handshakes.
handshakes.
So yeah,
That was
then
a good
basically we
handshake.
can just cut back to wherever the party is.
Yeah.
And
Okay, guys.
did we just waste an entire day, by the way?
No,
like how we
this
just
is
killed those
let's say that this is sort of like dusk is falling, okay?
Oh
But
boy.
it's definitely not evening yet. Now, Steak, are you sharing this information with the group? Or you guys are sharing this information like the map and stuff like that?
I'm not, but I did kind of leave it up to him if he wanted to or not.
What are you gonna do, Steak?
Shit. I'm gonna have to think about this, because my character alignment is generally my character veers towards doing the right thing.
Okay. All right,
Provided it
let me
doesn't-
make something clear to you, Steak. Okay?
Mhm.
Because of the map, and you examined it, okay? It, let's do this.
Also, I kind of examined it with him while we were talking,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
You can tell from the north, the map is divided in half by a river, which is the river you guys crossed, okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
On the north side, it shows the place where you found the cart and stuff like that. And on the farther east side, on that northern section, that northeast section, you see a very stupidly drawn sort of like squiggle line halfway to the end of that section of the map, and you can see that it spells tarp, and has a skull and crossbones next to it.
Really?
Yeah, and then on the southeast section of the map, which is where the Gobble camp was, there's an arrow pointing down south, and it says secret Heidi passage this way.
Mm-hmm. Alright. We're gonna head back to the group.
Okay, you are with the group
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
came
sorry,
back
yeah.
to the group
That
now.
was the group.
And I can't believe it's already dusk. What the fuck were you guys doing that whole time?
So he knows what's on the map as well.
I was playing with my new dog.
Yeah, are we
You see,
just playing
Havia
that with
And Havia's
Havia-
recovering from his shell
Havia's been
shock.
like eating ice cream out of a tub all day.
No, I've been drinking my tequila flask.
Oh yeah, that's right. He has tequila.
Now,
But what's Steak gonna do here?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the map for now.
Okay.
I'm
And are
not
you
gonna
share?
I'm not gonna show it to the group yet.
Okay.
Also, when we get back to the group,
I
can I
want-
just be like covered in blood?
I want
Yes.
I want to see what Chris is gonna do. I want to see what his intentions are. Like
well,
if I
he
show
said
that
he
map,
wasn't gonna share it.
yeah, I know he's not gonna share
Which is
it.
why he's currently hiding it, right?
So I want
Right.
to I want to see what Chris does with this. If I show it to the group, I'm not gonna like fucking uncover his deception.
Well, he told you what it was, right? And he left it up to you to decide. So it's really a decision up to you what you're going to do at this point.
Well, actually, my character deceived
Yeah.
me, but that's
That's
He-
true.
He,
That's a
he
story for another
deceived
day.
me, but I
But you-
innately don't trust lizards.
Right,
So-
but you believe that what he told you was the truth in this case, or at least it was convincing enough.
it seemed very
Yeah.
sincere,
Yeah,
like I was opening up about my family issues.
yeah.
you think
But yeah,
he's
so
opened up?
we basically walk back up to the group, and I just kind of go, "Hey guys, oh,
Oh, Meet my little friend.
Where'd you get this thing?
My little friend. Look at her. She's at me. I was
Okay.
playing with her, and I found out she has no dongle. So
So what you're saying is she's a taco.
exactly.
Okay.
As
I've
you
named her lady.
oh my goodness, as you kind of approach Boulder,
Does anyone notice the blood?
Zaryax, yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Lady notices
Boulder
the blood.
Boulder
In
doesn't.
fact, where's Lady right now, Boulder? Where is she?
She's on my left shoulder, the one that doesn't have like the shoulder pad.
Okay, is she being held onto?
Yeah, my one arm is holding on.
Okay, she actually is restrained by your hold, but the moment she catches a whiff of his blood, of the blood on him, she actually sort of like starts to like frantically sort of like crawl and drag out, trying to like get out of your grip.
Oh,
So-
lady, no, lady. Here, no, take my last chicken. Take my last chicken bone.
Is like, can I tell? Is she like trying to just lick or like attack me?
Hang on, guys, hang on.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Brief
Hello?
intermission.
No.
Oh no, did Juan just disconnect?
Hang on a minute, guys.
Oh no.
Havia's just looking at
I got a
Zaryax.
little dog.
It
just
looks
like-
adorable.
Yeah.
Zyra?
Yes. Are you
Take a
okay?
sh-
Have you been crying all day?
You see that he's a
Alright,
fucking
sorry,
mess.
missed a call. So it's okay.
Everything all good?
So-
Just all you
Yeah,
see
everything's
is,
fine.
Okay.
all you see is that just Havia is in a mess, like in every way, shape, and form. It's not even to the point. He's looking around
so
frantically.
distraught. Hey Boulder,
broken down.
he's confused.
Poor guy. Poor little man.
But wow, poor man. Oh, that's so sad. But he's breaking down. Yeah. So Lady is actually like snarling and like trying to go at Zaryax. She actually her polychrome eyes, like she has one eye that is actually like a dark brown and the other one is like a light blue.
Aww.
They both turn blood red.
Yes.
And she is like frothing at the mouth, trying to get at Zaryax.
Do they
Oh, man.
do they look similar to the eyes that I saw in my dream?
Yeah, actually, they're a stunning similarity, but not quite the same. There's a little bit of a difference there.
Okay.
Yeah, but they definitely go blood red, and they're like.
Just
going
as a
after.
side note, Twitch chat, you guys are hilarious. I'm loving this.
Hold on, I gotta see this.
And in addition, as you're also coming into the group, Zaryax.
Yes.
Also, the boots of steak are noted. The gobbo sort of like looks at you, and his jaw sort of like scratchy, just like his jaw hangs, and he's like,
What did you do? What did you do?
I step towards him. I went for the head.
You weren't related to any of them.
So at this point, like the gobbo sort of like covers his face and goes to where Havia is, and now he joins Havia, and it's like,
Actually, if I can add a little improv, as I say that I went for the head, I just kind of like, because it's still somewhat damp, the blood, I just
Yeah.
kind of like scratch it off of me, and I like rub it on his face.
oh
Scratching all like that.
no! He's crying now next to Havia.
Well, that was just
It's just Havia's just hugging him like.
He hugs you back. He hugs
Side
you back
with
and
me.
pats your back. And
Okay.
he's
I,
like,
I go and try and comfort the two of them a little bit.
No,
like,
please,
this is
please
rough.
make some fan art of this. This is what I
Oh,
need.
that's
Fan art.
you're all like crying, like you can just imagine, like like Gollum when he cries, like no.
I look at Steak and I just go, maybe we shouldn't have come back.
No, I need to hear Zaryax. I can't deal with this anymore.
Oh man, that's so sad. But anyways,
Okay, DM, it's everyone else's turn. I feel like I've been hogging the spotlight way too much this
Okay.
episode now.
but yeah, so I'm actually gonna force a decision here. The group can move forward, okay, with the adventure to the next area that is appropriate, or are you guys gonna camp here?
I mean, it is
I don't know.
dusk, right?
Yeah.
And now we've been all talking for a while, and no one has brought up my bloody clothes.
Oh yeah. I look over and I'm like, where have you guys been? It's been like hours.
Well, you know how I said we were gonna scout ahead? Or I was gonna scout ahead? And then a certain someone, Steak, decided to follow.
Okay.
And I give him the benefit of the doubt. He had a really, really good stealth roll. I mean, he's very good at stealth. And
Fourth wall.
and it just so happens that turns out him and I work well together. Ain't that right, Steak?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, that's right indeed, Lizard.
yeah. And one thing led to another. We found we found the camp, and let's just say they won't be bothering anyone anymore.
The gobble's like listening in on this, and his eyes are just like sunken in, and he's just shriveled up into like a miserable pile of like sorrow. He's like,
My friends were just there.
Yeah. So speaking of this asshat over here, about that whole using him as bait and whatnot, and as a hostage, I don't think we need him anymore. And I pull out my daggers.
No.
So
I
just give me
stand
the
in
word,
front.
guys.
I block Scratchy. I'm like,
Lady.
I must
are
say,
you,
after
wait,
that-
wait.
no.
Are you blocking an attack?
Well, if he's charging at him, I'm
No,
gonna
I
stand
wasn't
in front.
attacking. I just unsheathed them, and I just was like,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Just
that's
give
like
me the
really
word,
bad
everyone.
For Friday.
No, save me, little.
Yeah.
All right.
You
I
know,
look over to Scratchy, and I say, "You've been through a lot. I don't know if you're gonna be much use to our party."
No, please. I can.
Lady, get him.
I don't know.
Boulder, lady, no. No.
So
Hold on.
he gets down on his knees and he's like basically like prostrating himself before you, like grabbing onto like the tassels of your cloak, and he's like,
No. I know Gabo. I can talk to Gabos. More Gabos downriver. More than you can take. I can help you.
I step forward. I killed almost 10 of you by myself.
and he
We
sort of like
don't
looks
need
he
you.
looks at you defiantly, Zaryax, and he says,
There'll be many more than you can take.
and then not only that, but he says,
And the Gabo Bazo will take care of you if you're not careful.
Okay, here we go. This is where. Let me check my character sheet. Okay, that's a +4. I might be able to do this. I'm gonna grab. Like, what does he have a hat on? Because it looks like he has a hat on.
he has like a raggy hat on.
Yeah. Okay. So that would fall off if I grabbed it, basically, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So instead,
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab his ear and I'm gonna pull him down to the side, and I'm basically gonna threaten him, and I'm gonna say, "Then why should I keep you alive? How
And-
can you help us?
All right.
Tell me
And
now." And
All
then I'm
right.
holding my dagger up to his throat with the other hand.
Okay. Okay, okay. So as you do this just to him, are you gonna roll?
Yep.
I don't know. Okay. I see your hand coming back and forth.
Yeah.
Brayden, is your girlfriend just like actively drawing all this out?
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
that's 17. Absolutely. Now he was compliant before, but now he's even more compliant. And sorry, what was it you said? You said like, why should we keep your luck? Right.
Yeah.
And he says, and he tells you, he's like, because I can help you convince Gabo against bandit boys.
Mila. Havia.
Mhm.
Boulder.
Oh,
This son of a bitch is on you. I don't have the time or the willpower to look after him. If he gets out and he tries to run back, I will put an arrow through his head. And then I just turn around. I just turn around and start setting up the fire again for the night.
And he sort of like very casually sort of like leans over to Mila, who is like
So
close to him, and he says,
At least I wouldn't see his face anymore.
Don't worry, Scratchy.
So I'm just gonna hobble him so he can't run off.
"Oh,
I'm just gonna hobble him and I'm just gonna fuck his leg.
No,
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 what is
I don't want
this?
him running off on us. I'm
Dude,
gonna hobble him.
okay.
He's
No,
he's like doing the ring around the road."
No, I'm
Look,
done
I-
with this conversation. I'm hobbling him.
I get in front of you and I say, I take responsibility. I'll take care of him, okay?
I promise be good. I promise be good. I promise be good. Lawful good.
So Mila, what you're saying is you volunteer as tribute.
Right, well, you better get something like weighted around his leg so that if he does break free, he ain't
I
just
thought he
running
was
away.
already on a leash.
Yeah,
He's
I've already
not good enough.
Oh yeah, he's
Breaks
gone
free of that
through a
leash.
horrible beating.
He actually,
Breaks through
under
that
all
leash.
this pressure, he finally like snaps and he says,
Gabos not be free. Gabos not be free. Gabos need you. Gabos need help. Gabos
Oh,
need
no.
bandits.
Now we got another
Gabos,
rig.
Gabos be
He's
under
like,
duress.
what's his face in Game of Thrones? This got broken.
"Oh, he's Theon Greyjoy."
Yeah, he's Theon.
I don't think anyone's cut his thing off yet.
No.
oh, I mean,
Me girl.
if that's what we are.
Oh no.
But yeah, so basically, as he's saying, like Gabos, he's like Gabos need be free and Gabos be taken by bandit. So he's clearly like upset and not only upset because you guys are like basically bullying him, but he's finally snapped and he's telling you guys like,
Gabos be controlled. Gabos be not free. Gabos be taken by someone else.
I think we might have pushed
someone
it
else
hard.
other than us? Or are you referring to us that...
no, he turns to you, Mila, and he says,
Basso, Gabo Basso not free. Gabo Basso slave to bandit man. Gabo not free.
Oh.
I can help you convince Gabo.
Does anyone else see in the D&D art?
I'm not sure
I
how
promise
useful
I'll
he is
feed
now.
him. I'll walk him.
I promise to
change
feed
his
him and walk him
newspapers.
and change his newspapers.
Oh,
What?
this is too good.
That's
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, so
It
basically
looks
he's
ge-
telling you.
Brayden, how's
He's
your
telling you.
girlfriend doing
Why is-
this so fast?
why is-
This is
Why is there a
incredible.
picture
What
of
is
Chris
this?
kicking it on the floor? Look, being me. That's what Chris is.
Never split the party. That's great.
Oh no, the poor goblin. He's so crying. That's so sad. But yeah,
I love the never
so-
split party.
Yeah, right. It's awesome.
But yeah, so Mila, you remember from your book that gobos are led by a
Yeah,
shaman.
the, like, boss's god.
Yeah, so he's telling you that their boss is a slave. So he's taken care
And
by someone.
I say, like,
Hang
if
on
we
just
can
a
help
second.
your boss, then can you give us something in return?
Yes. I show you sliver mine. I show you sliver mine.
Okay. Liver mine?
Sliver mine. Sliver mine. Sliver mine.
I don't trust this guy one bit.
I'll be good. I'll be good. I promise. I'll be
I've
good.
been
I
wanting to
promise.
kill this little thing since the moment that we saw him. Mila, I got a bone to pick now. Why are you protecting this little guy so much?
I don't know. He just seems so defenseless.
But
Everyone
he's
keeps picking on
useless.
him.
I'll be good. I'll be good with Mo. I'll be good with Mo.
I think he can help us.
I'm
we
not
can-
drunk
if
enough
we
for
can
this.
get
We
in
need to find a
The
tavern.
goblins, then they might not be a problem for us anymore.
Yes. No problem. No problem, Gabo. Gabo, be
And-
good.
And I go over to Boulder, and I'm like, also, if we can befriend them, they might be able to give us more food and drink.
Oh. Oh.
Sore spot of Boulder.
Someone is doing a character study there.
Oh. All right.
Hey, DM question actually.
Yes.
Since we both got a look at that map, the mine that the Garbo's talking about was that on the map at all by chance?
Yes, you see it labeled on the map, Sliver Mine.
Is that in the same direction as the? Because the map had like a direction to go to a specific.
Yeah,
thing.
it is actually beyond on the map. It is beyond the tarp sign and beyond the super secret hidey passage place.
But it's on the way.
It is in that direction.
Okay. So there's still a chance I could get that item. Okay. I just kind of like stand up after setting up the fire, and I look to everyone. I just say, "Okay, we got a couple options here." And
Okay.
then I go over to Steak, and I just say, "Can I see it?"
Fine.
Thank you. Hands it off. I open it up, and I go, "We found this." And we didn't think there was much use of it, but what the Garbo just said happens to be on this map. So, we got a couple of options here. We can follow this map and take the Garbo with us.
And as you
can-
say, like on this map, he not only points to, like Sliver Mine here, and he points to like the far northwest corner of the map, and then he points at the bottom northeast, and then southeast of the map. He says,
And old Gabo boss be here, but Ben to take over town boss.
What's your angle, Lizard? Why are you revealing the map now?
I pull Steak aside and walk away from the group.
Little bromance.
Okay, so here's the thing, and all I'll say is, if you get in the way of this, I unfortunately have to take some precautionary measures. I happen to know some people. Let's just say they're not exactly the most tasteful acquaintances to have around. However, they can gather quite a substantial amount of information for a small price. And the reason I knew where to find the Garbo camp was because of one of those people. However, in return, I have to get him an item. If I don't, there's a lot of crap that I have to go through, a lot of stuff I have to deal with. Some mercenaries are gonna come after me, it's just gonna get bloody, and as much as I don't really care about who dies, frankly, I do still have somewhat of a conscience, and...
Do you even know what this item is? Any idea?
I'll know it when I see it. But it happens to be
Great.
marked there on the map, and it's on the way to the supposed boss, which might also help us get to the end and find this guy that we're looking for. So the way I see it,
"Oh, that's true. You don't know that yet. You don't know that yet. Those two guys don't know."
Oh yeah.
Fine. We won't.
think of it this way: 2 birds, 1 stone.
Fine. We won't tell the group about this item, but make sure you figure out what this is before you just hand it off. It might be useful to us.
I definitely will. However, if it's useful to us and we happen to keep it, all I'll say is, if you guys stick with me, we might not be able to stay in one place for too long.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We'll
And then-
deal with it when we see it.
Is your employer not gonna like you telling us this?
You guys didn't hear any of that. We walked.
Oh, yeah,
in.
that's
I mean,
fine.
I guess you guys could try and
Look.
do some
Look,
Oh,
I
no.
say
perception checks if you wanted to, but
I'm too focused on
stuck.
lady.
we stick
Yeah,
Boulder
you
on.
can focus on later
We
for
stick
sure.
I've
Boulder
drunk
on
myself to a stupor
And
to
he's
try and
drunk as
forget. Yeah, I'm trying to forget the message, so I took my tequila
Oh my
flask and
goodness.
chugged it.
Javi is an
Well, I
impulsive
just-
person that doesn't think through.
I just want to
He
say,
does
Lizard,
not.
I appreciate
He's
you.
so
being
distraught now.
sorry. What was that, Steak?
What was
I
that
just
state?
want to say, Lizard, I appreciate you being forthcoming with this at last.
Well,
We'll deal with it when we find it.
what do they say? Baby steps. This is
Yeah.
one of those. And then we walk back to the group and I go, so, anyway, the map. It looks like it leads exactly to where this shitbag Garbo is telling us to go. So, I suggest maybe we, camp it out for the night. And then head on out in the morning. We can also head out now if you guys really want to, but... And I point to the sky.
It's
It
definite.
is getting dusk, and I point to Havia, and he's hammered out of his mind. And frankly, this Garbo
And
looks like he
also
needs a nap.
still partly crying.
All right. So you guys gonna crack open the camp?
Well, sounds good to this guy right here.
All right.
Oh,
At least
yeah, Boulder, keep that thing away from me. I need to clean my clothes. I think it's gonna try and
Oh
kill
yeah,
me in the
is it,
meantime.
are its eyes still like red?
Yeah, it's sort of like this entire time, like Boulder has had no problem controlling like Lady, and so
Just
she's
hugging it.
been snarling this entire time and frothing at the mouth, seeking some taste.
I mean, can I just give him my last chicken?
Sure, you can feed him the last chicken, and that'll sate her.
Okay, cool.
I feel like we did to this.
I'll make sure that my pet rat is very hidden.
Okay.
Yeah.
It hides itself very well.
Didn't get eaten.
Yeah, little Savannah's gotta be safe.
I feel like what we did to this Gobbo was worse than death.
Yeah, no, the Gabo and Havia are like sharing the tequila bottle.
I'm
basically.
trying to help
He's
him.
trying, he's trying to
Right.
claw. Sorry, he's trying to claw at the tequila bottle. He's like,
Give. I was
All
for
you,
that.
all you evil
it's like-
characters and chaotic neutrals. you
It's
should
to
be
the
pretty
point
happy.
where he just like he's so done.
Yeah.
Just he's a. It's hard to even
a
describe.
hollow shell
Shell of
A
a
hollow shell.
itself.
all right. So to condense the camp here, who is gonna take watch?
Not me.
I'll take watch.
Mila will take
Boulder's gonna probably pass out with.
I'm gonna take second
Aw.
watch.
watch. Okay, so Mila and Zaryax will take watch. So okay, and Steak, are you gonna stay up or are you gonna do what?
Yeah, honestly.
You gonna sleep? And
Yeah.
Javier, are you passed out drunk?
He's passed out drunk. He's probably not going to remember the message.
Okay, and
Oh
unfortunately,
no, he's
Scratchy.
gonna go through it all again.
Scratchy is essentially like crying himself to sleep now. Like he's curled up next to like one of the bushes, and you can see him sort of like you know how like when you cry really hard, sometimes like you just contract your body and your legs.
I'm all
Oh,
We've
alone.
killed his
That's
entire
the-
friend.
I got nobody
family.
beside me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
But-
granted, he is probably
could-
mentally scarred for the rest of his life. I did just put his
I mean, he
brethren's blood all
could,
over his face, so...
I mean, he could snuggle up to Havia, who's dead drunk.
Oh
and
yeah,
I don't think Havia
he'll-
would care.
I think he's gonna grab like the tassels of your cloak and sort of use it as a blanket and try to blow on it. Like,
Oh no!
you know,
Oh
try to make it,
no!
I love it how, in a way, this has become like a new party member.
yes.
There's so many
Um,
bonding moments in this episode.
Yeah,
This is good
Yeah.
character development.
Yeah.
Bonding with
Um,
domestic abuse.
This is great.
All right, so you guys have gone to sleep. The ones that are going to sleep, and the watch has taken place. I'm just going to actually say this right now, so that this be thought about as you guys move on to the next episode, because we are nearing the end of our showtime. and that is that. So, Boulder, you're falling asleep, right, with Lady?
Yeah.
Okay. In that moment of twilight of the mind, where you're just about to fall asleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lady sort of like gets up and walks in front of you, like eye to eye, and her eyes turn gold. And your eyes kind of lock with these gold discs, and you can sort of hear her, and she says, "Thank you for finding me.
Oh my god.
Forever grateful." And you fall asleep. And that's it. That's it.
Wait.
You fall asleep, and that's it.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Watch it. It's gonna be a
yeah.
human in a wolf's body.
It's a magic.
It's an Ayakashi! It's an Ayakashi! I'm betting it.
Oh no.
And
Furry. It's a furry.
and who else? Oh yeah. So Mila's also taking watch, but then falling asleep, right?
And I've got all my stuff like kind of bundled up with me.
Your first watch, so you go to sleep later in the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you and Zaryax exchange any words before you go to sleep in this flipping of the watch?
Well, no. So, I see what you mean. So, like, I basically wake up and then go and tap her and then basically tell her to go to bed.
Hold on. Was I on watch first or was?
Oh,
Yeah, because I
heard...
took second watch. You took first.
Okay, then yeah, I'll.
Technically it's you waking me up probably.
Like I'm getting exhausted, so I nudge you. I'm like, hey, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep watch from now on?
Yeah. Sorry. What time is it? Oh,
It's about 1/2 moon.
Of course. Sorry. You know, all that bloodthirsty killing it makes you tired. Yeah. I'll take watch. You go ahead and get some rest.
Alright, thanks. And then I go back over to my tree.
That's right, and you go back over to your tree, and Zaryax, are you sort of looking at Mila as she goes to the tree?
Yeah.
Okay, as you see her sort of like sit down, bundle up, and get cozy from behind the tree line and behind the bush, sort of like onto the river, you actually see Peter Palish, and he sort of taps his wrist and he says, "I'm waiting." And almost as the moment that you blink, there's just fog, and it's like.
And while that's happening, I go to get up to try and go and see him, and then he disappears. I go.
He goes.
Fuck.
Yes.
I like that a lot. He just disappears.
Exactly. And Mila, as you try to go back to sleep, once again, you have the same dream. The red eye in the sky looking at you. And from the east, in sort of like as, you know, the path of the woods is opened, there's a pitch black darkness. And from that darkness, you can see a slowly slithering tentacle sort of like reaching to the fire of the team before coiling around the campfire and snuffing out, and you continue to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. Like, she saw that happen while she was asleep, or
Thanks for that.
That was her dream again, but with an extra
yeah,
detail
okay,
to it.
because I was like, I'm pretty sure I would see this.
And
What is
Steak,
this tentacle doing here?
Steak, you yourself as well. You dream of a dog.
Oh.
Oh.
You dream of a starry dog jumping across the sky, barking and howling and chasing the sun and the moon. And you see this poor dog sort of get yanked on a chain, and he is picked up by by disembodied hands and hurled onto a planet, crashing and essentially lighting the world on fire and putting it into glass, and then shattering the glass and again into darkness as you continue to sleep.
Me.
Myself.
What about What about the
Wow.
Having
drunk
weird
guy?
dreams.
Yes.
I love it.
And as
The
for
plot
you,
thickens.
Havia, you're thinking again of the warm courts of LaRue. You're walking down your family estate. You know, beautiful lilies and roses decorate the gardens, and you see a fountain at the heart of the garden that is of your home, and you see a marble bench on the side of the fountain, and facing away from you, sitting down, is a beautiful and shapely elven figure.
Ooh.
And your heart skips a beat, and as you sort of like slowly increase the pace of your walking speed, you sort of reach out with your hand to sort of like tap the shoulder of this elven lady that you seem to perhaps associate with Cecile. She turns around, and the face is missing. It's like it's as if the
Oh god.
it's as if it were a cowl, like the hair, and it's just like an empty void inside of that face. And the dream ends.
Whoa.
And so you have all of you a bunch of dreams to really think about. Oh, sorry. Well, I guess Zaryax was awake. And,
That
he
was
has,
mine. I already
he,
got
he,
it.
he has to worry about Beater Palish. That's what he needs to worry about.
Yeah.
There you go. So everyone in the chat can, theorize over what's going to happen.
Ooh, I'm so
you guys,
excited.
And you guys need to theorize also about what's going to happen. So
I already know what's gonna happen. I read the fucking DM book. I know exactly where this
So,
goes.
enjoy. Thank you. I think this is the end of the show, in my
We're
opinion.
gonna call it.
We're going to call it. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in and
Goodbye.
enjoying the second episode of The Shadows of the Throne. Hopefully you got to know and love our characters more. I certainly.
Yeah, this was
Thanks,
great,
everybody.
guys.
That was so much fun. So
Oh.
much character development
Yeah.
happened. What the heck?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Just the formalities out of the way that we do every episode. Firstly, I know the rest of you were probably already thinking this, but I just want to say thank you to everyone. You guys literally blew up our YouTube channel.
Oof.
I'm joking. It's fine. It's no big deal. Yeah, you guys just destroyed our old watch time and everything else like that. So thank you guys so much. You guys are just showing support left and right, and we really appreciate it, both here on the stream and on the podcasts and the YouTube videos. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Juan, for DMing as usual.
Thank you, Juan.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure. It's so much
Job
fun.
one.
And thank you to Braden's girlfriend for all the amazing designs.
Yeah.
We
And the little
literally
heart.
would not be able to have these amazing characters otherwise.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that.
Twitter.
Yeah.
And just the
like,
fact she's also been doing the best doodles the
Yeah.
entire
I,
time.
I wish she just
entire-
like just drawing it.
Can we
with a
share
split
these? I
second.
think it'd be cool to share these. At
Oh
some
my
point.
god, look at the newest one.
Yeah, for
I
everyone
like the
in
curvature there.
for everyone in chat, before the next stream happens, I will see about changing up our layout to showcase some of
Friday,
these photos
look at the good
because
doggy picture.
they are absolutely incredible.
They're a blast. They're
Look,
hilarious.
look, Friday.
What?
Look at the good doggy picture. Look at it.
Look at the
Look at
one
it.
right above it.
It's great.
Oh man.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
But with that, yeah, thank you everyone for coming out and joining us. We hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And for any of those of you who follow us over on our YouTube channel, there'll be a new video up tomorrow. Thank you again, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.